I don't know why he would admit that he doesn't care about people like XQC and Asmongold.
Because his whole point is that you're acting in a malicious capacity.
It is definitely not a ChatGPT lawsuit, guys.
I really don't understand why they're so obsessed with optics, as if it's going to somehow win them the lawsuit.
All the roads are gone, people.
Oh, they're gonna do some weird heavy censorship because they're pretending Ethan is just going after anybody who talks about him.
Can you see herself?
I think she's trying to like audition for like Mickey Mouse.
I'm an XQC fan the way that I'm a Hasan fan. I don't really watch the streams.
What? I don't care what you say next. This is the most dishonest thing you've ever said in your entire life. You are the #1 Hasan guzzler.
Now that I'm doxxed, I can go as hard as I want.
What is she talking about? Her address wasn't even leaked. She's saying because her first and last name is out there that's like this massive doxing case.
Yeah, no, it's not good at all. Straight up flavor.
I think Ethan's in a bunker right now. I hope he's safe.
We're talking about the ethics of reacting. Nobody gives a shit about stealing from corporations.
Wait, so is your argument that you are stealing from Ethan? The whole plan is to make your head hurt really badly, so you turn the video off. All right, guys, I'm curious about this slow day. It's just Hasan Parker's pants reacting to Ethan Klein's lawsuit. So let's see. She has her bangs look nice. I guess she got all prim and proper, realizing she was gonna get watched, I suppose. And don't worry, guys, we're watching Denims without malicious intent. Go follow her Twitch, or Twitter, both. This is such a beautiful picture of her, by the way. I love this so much. You know, this is all stems from like the lawsuit Ethan Klein did. Basically, Ethan decided that he was going to copyright his Hasan Parker nuke. I think he was just doing it. My understanding is he was really just doing it because the Reddit would always take and re-upload his full streams and videos. So he's like, I'm going to do this. And then it turned out a few months later, we got this. A bunch of people reacted, and specifically this, Denims, Casey, Tron, and Frogan said that they were watching it with the express intent of trying to pull views away from Ethan, and so that constitute malicious reaction. They also got up apparently several times throughout the reaction, and yeah, that's pretty much a TLDR. So now we're just gonna kind of goon to the content, baby. Let's do it.
Okay.
It's a wig. There's nothing wrong with that. I wish my wife would my wife would wear wigs. It'd be kind of hot, you know.
Now, unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably seen that
I live under Canada. You get it?
Ethan Klein is now suing, although papers haven't been served yet. Suing me, Casey Tron, and Frogan for...
Damn, she said Casey Tron first. You know what that means, guys? She likes Casey Tron more, which I'm a little surprised about. I think it's because Casey Tron is so... they're all beautiful, but she's the lesser of the, you know what I mean? And I think that there's a lot of girl fighting here. You know, and the only reason I think that there's a lot of girl fighting is because why not just do one big money collection altogether? You know, do one big one. Why split it?
Mm-hmm. What he believes to be fair use infringement or fair use violations. Yeah, that's right, guys.
That's right, girls.
That's right. The guy who saved fair use is here to kill it. And
well, not really. I mean, he did. Well, I mean, he did save fair use, but he's not here to kill it. Listen, he's letting people like me do this. This is arguably, I don't know. I like to think that this is fair use. This is arguably not fair use. What are we doing right now? We're watching full videos and giving our response to it. And I love it. I think it should be allowed. But like, arguably what we do isn't even fair use. I would argue that it is, but I could see some pretty solid arguments being made against it. So, I mean, if anything, he's preserving fair use beyond what would necessarily potentially constitute fair use. That's the way I look at it. The difference is that you guys watched it with the express intent of trying to get people to not watch Ethan's video. You know, I'm trying to, I know that I'm having conversations with the video, but still, I mean, I'm watching it in full. I like to think that, people are watching my stuff, that they would not watch the original, or they would watch the original video, or they're only watching it because of my commentary, because I talk so much, you know what I mean? But again, I think that like there's a preservation of what I'm doing in Ethan's lawsuit. It's just you can't do it maliciously. That's pretty much it. And I think that that's reasonable. You can't do it with malicious intent. You need to add enough commentary to transform it.
And so, as many of you have seen at this point, let me put this here. Perfect. Oh, I'm so far. Wait. Let me see what I want to put. Yes, here we go. Yes. All right. Oh, yeah. Fair use is actually only for Ethan Klein. He saved it, but only for himself. That's how the law works.
If you say so. It's going to be bad when she later says that they're only targeting her for being a girl or something. Because I know I don't know if she's going to say it, but I know she's going to say it. You know what I mean? So I feel like your argument's going to change in a little bit.
Google, Grok, what's a precedent?
Grok, what's my first and last name?
What is a legal precedent? All right. Oh man, where to start? There's just so much to start.
Mm-hmm.
But first and foremost, we'll get to all of these. Okay. First and foremost, I have opened a GoFundMe for this defense suit. I've seen a lot of people. Unfortunately, again, Denim's haters are not smart. They're
so true, Queen.
They're bordering on lobotomized, and I've seen a lot of people being like, "Can you believe it? She opened another one, even though she said she has billions of dollars." It's like,
well, I thought that one of the arguments was that like the last GoFundMe, she pushed all the money back because she didn't hit her goal or something like that. I don't really remember. Or Ethan, I don't even remember why. But then they asked her to keep the suit on, and she thought that was scummy. They were like, "Oh, can you find something else to donate the money to?" So that we, and she found that scummy. So I thought that there was like a moral aspect to it. Like, oh, morally, I can't do this.
Like, I know reading is hard. I know.
True. That's why I asked Grok to read for me, dude. What the frick? What the hell are you talking about?
I understand. But I clearly state in my tweet originally, ages ago, which people have been screenshotting, which I appreciate. That's dope.
Why would they need to do that? Did you delete it?
Hold up. I'm trying to find it. It was a while ago. But I specifically state, if I move forward as a plaintiff, I will be self-funded. And I get it. Big words here.
What's a big word? Who else would fund you?
Words. But
Hasan probably should. But again, I mean, he might be in the background, but he might not want to like publicly attach himself to this situation. It may just not look good for him optically in some capacity. I'm not 100% sure, but I know people keep saying Hasan's not giving money. But I feel like he probably is. Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that he didn't. He seems like a selfish piece of dog shit. But I think he probably is in private. Maybe. Oh, well, that was not how the game works. Okay.
Let me pull this up.
What the fuck was that, dog?
I know. It's crazy. But it's the second sentence. It's almost like if I'm pursuing a lawsuit, I can take as much time as I want pursuing that lawsuit. Okay. Choosing when I'd like to pursue the lawsuit. Whereas when you're a defendant, you don't have that same ability. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. But
I don't really understand what the point she's making here.
Just wanted to start with that. Maybe some people would understand better if you threw the R word in there. Yeah, you're right. That was the problem. It's just like, I'm not speaking their language.
Got him.
But.
Okay.
All right. Let me close all these. Okay. Sorry. There's still a lot of tabs open. Close. All right. Let me put these.
One of my old foreman's name was Tab. That's what that says.
It's here. Got to get my ducks in a row. He's doing this shit so he can farm these lawsuits for content on his podcast.
Maybe. Just God bless him, man. Fuck it. We've hit the next dimension of gooning here. Well, I just think that there needs to be. I think it's reasonable for Ethan to put his foot down and say like, hey, this is how far content is allowed to go. Because, again, there's a malicious past against Ethan. I mean, these people called CPSing him for nothing, like a lie. She was just watching the person claiming that his kids were rolling around in dog shit, which is not the claim at all. He mentioned he had a dog that had gotten Giardia, and that the kids may have gotten it because they're young and putting things in their mouth, like very normal kid shit. And, she watched a video of some unhinged lunatic saying that, like, he basically abuses his kids by making them roll around and shit. That's probably not acceptable. You have some outright lies in Noah Samson's video that claims that like basically all Israeli Jews are bad people. Like, it makes sense to be like, hey, listen, we can have fun, but we can only go so far, and you guys went a little too far. I don't think it's unreasonable to set a boundary there. You guys don't like it because he doesn't seem like he's on the left. But a couple of years from now, what's going to happen is Ethan is going to appear much more on the left because right now, as things are socially shifting, Ethan's been relatively consistent in his views, and like later on he'll be considered like more of a left-wing bastion or something again, blah blah blah, and people will look back at this moment and go like, oh, this was fair, that the boundaries that he set, it'll be fun.
I'm gonna argue something different, and I think once you guys see my perspective, you might be inclined to agree, although that's
Ethan
definitely
inclined.
part of it, right? But well, give me a second. Some people are also too blinded by sycophancy to understand the precedent these
sycophancy
lawsuits set would hurt everyone. It's suppression of critical speech that will.
Not really. I don't think that I think it sets a positive precedent because Ethan, like, not for nothing, Ethan is literally saying like, hey, full video reacts are okay as long as you add enough commentary. That's actually really good for the atmosphere, in my opinion, because that's what I do. That's actually really good. He's setting a hard line precedent that, like, hey, this is okay, but what's not okay is malicious viewing or getting up and going to the bathroom with the video running.
Chill future attempts to criticize creators, one doesn't agree with. I think if a different precedent was set, people like XQC and Asmongold would be having a bad time.
What does that mean? Oh, but they're protected by this, no?
All right. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I would say XQC's content might not be very transformative, but I would say Asmongold's probably is. He does the app a lot in his commentary, from at least from what I've seen. Same thing with me.
Sorry, I'm just cleaning everything up. Now, hey, Denims, maybe don't talk about this live. We don't know one another, but I honestly logged into my account after...
Well, she needs to. She needs to talk about it for money.
Years of not using it just to say, maybe don't talk about this live, but you do you. Take care, peace and love. Okay, let me say something, okay? First and foremost, unfortunately, shitters in chat, I'm not going to get stun locked. I'm not going to get one guide. This is not the stream for it,
Aren't you getting one guide right now?
Unfortunately. So you guys are going to get banned probably immediately for being shitters. All right? Second, all right? I am not going to litigate this case on the internet. I'm going to litigate...
Isn't that what you're doing? Although I guess she's just responding. But that's what you guys are kind of doing. You're trying to like heavily play into the optics of the situation. I can't, like, I don't understand because I don't see anything, like, I don't even know what her YouTube is because which is so difficult. But like, why didn't she post this herself on her actual page? Because this is called fan run edited clips of denim. Why? First of all, that's not exactly a catchy title. Second of all, where's her actual... Like, is this at Denim's TV? I don't know. There's no content on here. Denim's dunks. I really don't understand. This is from. Where's her? Why is she so dumb? I don't understand why these people don't make content that makes them money. I find it so strange that these content creators are more willing to beg people on the internet for money than to actually just produce content in a more meaningful, intelligent way. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why not put this on a YouTube channel? It doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. Why don't they make this? I'm almost guaranteeing you that this is actually Denim's account, but she likes to pretend that it's not hers. It's like it's a weird Hasan Piker game.
This case in a court of law. Okay, I am. What I will do, however, is show you guys how, first of all, bad this video is that he made, and second, how bad this document is. Oh my god.
I can't wait.
And after reading it...
I can't wait for Denim's Without a Lawyer to give us the breakdown of the document that Ethan's lawyer came up with. Listen, man, I just personally wouldn't go toe-to-toe with an amazing Jewish man when it comes to litigation. All right, guys, I could say that. I'm fucking ethnically Jewish, dude. Stop.
I am starting to be concerned that a lot of it was actually written by Ethan. What's 10 divided by 10, Klein? Yeah. No.
Ethan, what's 10 divided by 10? What?
Oh, it is definitely not a ChatGPT lawsuit, guys. It's a disgruntled ex writing one last love letter.
This is so strange. I really don't understand why they're so obsessed with optics as if it's going to somehow win them the lawsuit.
All the roles are gone, people.
And I'm afraid to tell you guys.
Oh, they're going to do some weird heavy censorship of it because they're pretending Ethan is just going after anybody who talks about him. Got it.
The marbles are gone, people. Not even ChatGPT is that dumb. Exactly. Okay. ConjureMan, thank you for the 20 gift subs. Thank you. So,
thanks for the 20 gift subs, guys.
So, yeah, I just wanted to say the first page is unprofessional. Forget about whether or not it's unprofessional. I'm talking about, like, what's in it, okay? Like, it's not good. But I'm trying to decide, should we watch the video first and then I think we should watch the video first and then we should read the document or the parts of the document that I want to read with you guys.
Okay.
So let's watch the video first, okay?
Okay, go for it, girly pop.
Where's... Okay.
Girly pop.
Also, I'm not going to spoil it, but we did, I think I set up a 10 gift sub alert.
Wow.
I revamped it just for...
Thank God the person that's editing this left this in for some reason.
Some funsies, okay? Just for some funsies. Okay. Refresh because it's at 11K. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. You guys are incredible.
Okay.
I'll be refreshing this all stream and trying to open it. I just want to say thank you everybody for all of the...
You think that she just reads the do you think that she does like she's doing a segment like this so she just doesn't feel obligated to read all the donations?
wonderful messages and all of the support.
Only the big ones.
And I will be speaking with my lawyer, obviously, and I will be trying to give as many updates as I can from my brief understanding. Once the papers are served, you have, I think, 21 days to respond. So within 21 days, I'll be able to give all of you at least some semblance of documentation on where all of this money is going. Cool. So yeah, I will be obviously documenting everything to the best.
I guess it's going to go right to Ethan Klein's Giardia fund.
That's my ability. I will be updating this GoFundMe with as many documents as I can. And I will be keeping you guys informed as much as I can keep you guys informed on how I would like to proceed with this lawsuit. 10 divided by 10. I'm surprised people haven't seen the Ethan 10 divided by 10 meme.
Yeah, I'm not really interested.
But anyways, okay. All right. 10 divided by 10 is 1. Did you mean 10 minus 10? No. Do you haven't... Oh, dude. What? First of all, respect.
Oh, God, now we're going to watch some dumb fucking meme.
Mike viewer. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
A Mike viewer that hasn't seen this clip. Come on, chat. You guys have it. I know you fuckers. One of you fuckers has it. Pull it up. Come on. Let this guy live a little bit.
Why don't you just Google the clip?
Let this guy enjoy his life. Let him enjoy his Saturday. All right. Now, let me open this. Let me close. All right. Oh, and last thing I was going to say on the topic of the GoFundMe really quickly. Well, not last thing, but one thing I wanted to talk about on the topic of the GoFundMe before we get there. Sorry, this clip. Ethan, what's 10 divided by 10?
I can't fast travel.
They make it sound like they're being paid 2 cents. I mean, in a lot of places in the country.
He's talking about inmates who voluntarily sign up for California's
all right, what is this?
Department of Correction and Rehabilitation's Conservation Fire Camp Program. They work as firefighters and get paid.
Yeah, and then they get some reduced prison time.
$10.24 per day, which is what it says.
I mean, 580 to 1020.
This is so stupid out there pretending they have to censor so much.
Per hour. I mean,
per day.
Ethan, are you locked in the bathroom?
That's not good.
Yeah, no, it's not good at all. Straight up slavery.
I think Ethan's in a bunker right now. I hope he's safe.
So hold on, what does that come out to? Let's say they're doing 10 hours out there. $10 a day? Jesus, that's fucked. $10 divided by 10, I mean, it's $1 an hour.
With an additional one.
Do you think he's suing the three of you?
I have no idea. What's happening right now. Because you're muffling it on purpose for no reason.
To split the fundraising efforts? No, I think he's suing the three of us because
there's no better way to have confidence about this lawsuit than to be terrified as you're responding to it.
This is something that would make more sense to sue.
He's stuck down a well drill.
Individual people for violations of fair use. I don't think it would make sense to do some joint effort here. So.
Well, I think Gacytron really likes joint efforts. So,
anyways, we'll get into it. We'll get into it.
It's a weed joke, guys.
We'll deal with all this stuff. All right, this guy is suing you. 10 divided by 10. Yeah. All right.
That's crazy.
One thing I will say about this fundraiser: there are a lot of people that have been donating $5 to be like, I'm
5%.
Giving this directly to Ethan. First of all, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
Donation shaming.
Just say so. $5. This is a peak $5 moment. Okay. Second, true. Oh, I'm so owned. You're donating money to my campaign. I would hate to get owned more by people donating to my GoFundMe.
That's why I don't do the voice to text thing.
Fund me.
Or text the voice.
Oh, darn it. That sucks. That sucks. Ugh, that's so awful. Yes, true. Please own me more. Please. I'm begging you. When I read these comments, I start sobbing in a fit. You're definitely getting your value, okay? You should do it. You definitely should do it. Okay, it's just, it gets to me so badly. Ugh, it's the worst. You should keep doing it, for sure. To own me. Oh, God. All right.
You got it.
But yeah, I will be keeping this.
It's like a weird, sad cope from her.
On screen. I wish it would like update without me having to refresh it. That's the only thing I don't like. I wonder if there's like I actually don't know if GoFundMe has the ability to like auto refresh or something. But anyways, I will try my best to keep it to refreshing, or sorry, keep it on the side so I can refresh it and stuff.
Thanks, I appreciate
but
that.
Yeah, please, if you have the ability to, and you would like to support me, I will be documenting everything to the best of my ability. I will be obviously speaking to my lawyers. And
now she has 2 lawyers. Before it was 1 lawyer. Now it's multiple lawyers.
And I will be keeping you guys posted in the direction I decide to go. There's a lot of different directions that I can go. I can't get into them on stream right now.
Oh, okay.
But depending on which direction I go in, lawsuit might take a couple months. It might take a couple years. It's hard to say for sure. But yeah, if you would like to support me, this is the best way to support me. So yes, please and thank you. If you have $5, if you have $10, if you have $20, if you have any amount at all that you can help, I would really, really appreciate it. And it means a lot.
Kind of sad.
So yes, thank you for everybody who has donated. Thank you to everybody who will
donate to her because Ethan is bullying her right now with the lawsuit, guys.
be donating. I really, really appreciate it. It means a lot. So yeah, now, all right. Okay. Have you contacted Lolo for legal advice? Dude, and this is the saddest part for Ethan Klein, by the way.
Yeah, what's
the people that he's getting, these are the people that are part of his new fan base. These are Ethan Klein's new fans.
Okay.
If you want that audience, man, okay, go for it, sure. If you want the type of audience that says comments like that says actually...
The comments like what? What did they say? He's suing you because he's a... I'm sorry. So I'm just saying for context, the message says he's suing you because he's a dirty Jew, right? That's the message that person put and she got rid of. So that person is doing one of 2 things. Either one, I'm assuming that this is somebody who's not a fan of denims that's like, oh, we know you don't like Jewish people because of the way that you speak about Israel. And Jews in general, you and Hasan. You know, Hasan, who constantly kept telling us it wasn't a false flag when those 2 Israelis were shot dead at the museum. Guys, it was not a false flag. He just continuously, basically dog whistled that it was a false flag. So this is like just somebody that's making fun of you for hating Jewish people.
Audience, man, okay, go for it, sure.
Yeah,
if you want the
audience,
type of
guys.
audience that says comments like that says actually anti-Semitic
Says a
comments
lot.
like that, then please. And oh yeah,
That's your audience.
mods, you're welcome to ban any shitters because I don't want to get
Mods, I am now declaring that you can ban anti-Semitism in the chat for the first time since I've ever created my platform. That's basically what's happening.
unlocked. I want to get through everything nice and
Whoa.
cleanly. So, all right.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, and
let me tell you something.
Lolo is like a public defender from my understanding.
Let me tell you something. Denims really would not like the person that I'm about to fight in the game. It's actually really crazy. You see this guy? Oh my lord. Jesus Christmas.
I don't think he specializes in copyright law. So yeah.
Take no guff from these swine.
All
Love.
right. I had to check my drama-driven brain before suggesting getting the Eagle team involved. No, I've been very lucky. I've had a lot of people reach out and help in any way that they can. So yeah, it's. Let me say one thing, okay? I don't
You've been just talking the whole time. What do you mean? Let me say one thing. What?
think
Let me say
there
one
was a
thing.
clip that I saw. Okay, let me see if I can find it. No, it was this one.
Lost wages. Oh, so she's carving out. No. She's carving out some space here.
So I just want to be absolutely clear with what's happening here. Okay. This is all a performance piece as they censor all of this way. And the reason that I'm saying this is because you're aware that censoring videos like this would be illegal, right? Like you trying to get around the automatic copyright detection system is still something you can get in trouble for. So if you were actually concerned, you wouldn't be doing this. Or maybe she's just fucking dumb and thinks that this will work. I know it says it's a fan channel. I know that she has something to do with that. So like this doesn't even do anything at all. You're also not watching the whole video. So it doesn't matter, at least not yet. What the fuck?
Here, some creative space here for us.
Ethan, are you trapped?
Any bills or personal expenses I have from
Ethan,
lost wages
Are you trapped?
and damages arising from this litigation. Lost wages?
Ethan, are you trapped?
You mean the money you're going to pay me? Anyway,
Still
so
having to go to court instead of working.
okay.
You know, I think that's the intent, anyways.
This isn't going to court. I honestly, like, there's no shot.
There's no shot.
I hope he loses again. Ethan's a little
Dude, the clippers
What is that fucking Charlie Brown's mom talking to us right now? What the hell's going on here?
over at that subreddit are fucking hilarious.
So funny.
Him reading the fucking hate messages. That's where oh god, all right. Okay, now, trying to think of how I want to phrase this. I think it's pretty obvious, by the way, to
Yeah.
anyone who's seen Ethan Klein's extended Crash Out, or anyone who's been part of the extended Crash Out universe.
Okay. It's so funny, the crash out narrative, because like there was a level of truth to Ethan getting like too emotional I will say at the start of the breakup of Ethan and Hasan, even if it was like understandable, optically it didn't look great. But we're at a point now where like it's just such a reliance on they were winning so much based on the optically Ethan looks really bad. Optically, they've been relying on that so much. And now we're kind of bored of it. Like it's over with now. That narrative really doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work anymore. We don't care. Oh, well, he crashed out. Nobody's like, oh yeah, he crashed out. Nobody cares anymore. Okay, cool. Like they continuously go crash out, Tourette's, he's on drugs, he's crazy, fair use, blah, blah, blah. They just say the same dumb shit over and over again.
That this is only an attempt to hurt people who don't like Ethan. I mean,
what?
I have it in here somewhere.
I don't like Ethan. I only like Hila. Who likes Ethan? Ew, am I right, guys?
Where? Right. Where'd it go? Oh, it's up here. Perfect. All right. I think most of us have seen this clip. I guess like ones if you've seen it, twos if you have not seen this clip.
I'll tell
Guys, one in the chat, if you've seen this clip, get ready because we're throwing them down a well.
you, and then I'll move right on. Everybody is probably expecting me to talk about this Denims. Denims announces she's suing me for defamation, for saying that I think that I hold her personally, I personally, in my opinion, hold her responsible for the CPS thing, which is obvious based on the call. So she thought it would be wise to...
Well, I mean, again, she did watch, I don't even know exactly what he's saying, but she did watch Bad Empanada just say over and over again, like her, like outright lies about, Ethan letting his kids roll around poops, so.
Sue me, the victim of her fucking insane incompetence. Stupid fucking dumbass. She's the dumbest person alive. I actually genuinely think, well, I don't know. iDubbbz gives her a run for her money. I mean, I want to destroy her. I'm going to ruin her life, probably. And the good thing about that is that just remember who shot the first shot. She's suing the victim of her crime. So,
Jesus
like,
Christ.
when I say I'm going to ruin her life, obviously I just want to put her in financial ruin.
This entire thing is an attempt to silence creators that he doesn't like and to silence people he doesn't like. There's a reason the document is 80 pages long, and it's not because the document needed to be 80 pages long.
How do you know that? He had a lawyer look over it.
The document is 80 pages long to try and hike up our lawyer fees as much as he can.
Why? Because they have to read a lot? Well, aren't you guys really good at reading? Didn't you just criticize Ethan and his followers and whatnot for not being able to read?
Oh, I will engage in like one bit
okay.
of one smidge even of stun locking.
One little smidgen.
Just litigant.
I should probably have this on hand for today's stream in case I want to show it a couple times. Scroll.
Why didn't he sue Asmongold? Because Asmongold didn't maliciously react to the video.
Oh, should be here somewhere. Wait, hold.
Like, durr.
Oh, yeah. You got to love these people, by the way, that are still parroting this.
These people? What are you trying to say?
You made people call CPS on them. I did?
Oh, man.
Then what's this?
Address something from Denim's correction demand in her letter. The letter claims I falsely stated that Denims herself filed the preceding CPS report, or that Denims caused others to do so. The letter also states, on March 11th, I acknowledged Denims had denounced herself or anyone in her community making contact with CPS. Let me be clear. I have never claimed that Denims called CPS. I have never implied that Denims called CPS.
I'm pretty sure his claim was that she signal boosted disinformation.
If my statements were interpreted as stating this, I want to correct the record and make it clear that I do not believe that Denims called CPS. Obviously, moronic, idiotic, stupid.
Obviously, moronic.
Let me also address the point in the letter that I claimed Denim caused others to call CPS. I did not state, and I do not believe Denims made a direct call to action to her audience to contact CPS. Obviously, right?
Sure, yeah. But what she was doing definitely was a signal boosting of disinformation about Ethan letting his kids roll around in shit. So, okay.
Forgot to stay up to date for your Lord and Emperor. Forgot to stay up to date on that.
Well, yeah, but I already knew that. That was your guys' interpretation, so.
Anyways, like I said, guys, Denim's haters are unfortunately the dumbest haters. They are. They look at this. Like, look at how stupid these people are.
They're so stupid, dude.
Nice out of context. It's like a full
Whoa.
1 minute clip where he gives all the context he has to.
I love that. This is actually funny because if this was out of context, you would just be like, oh yeah, that's what Hasan does, right? You know, every time Hasan's like, it's out of context, and somebody shows like a 15-minute clip of his. What's the difference, bro? You know what I mean?
Oh my
nice. It's actually a nice clip.
God, it's actually out of context. I can tell.
Oh, I can tell,
my
dude.
God. And then like
farting.
this, like there's literally a full clip of him saying his words, saying, "I don't believe this happened. I don't believe."
Well, so if they are referring to something like legitimately out of context, I don't know how smart that person is, but I think that they would be referring to the fact that like you're trying to make it seem like he, I guess, is walking everything back. He's clarifying something he never said in the first place, but he still finds you responsible in some capacity for signal boosting disinformation, right?
She called CBS. I don't believe she made others call CBS. You're coping. Do you see yourself, man? Do you see yourself?
I love fake laughing so much. What the fuck is this? You see yourself?
It's amazing how delusional these people all are.
You watched a full.
I love like the fucking millennial fake laugh. Like she could literally have a TikTok where she just makes stupid faces to like peanut butter jelly time, you know?
1 minute clip of him admitting to this, and then you say other people are coping. Oh God. Oh fucking Christ, dude.
I wonder if she's ever laughed genuinely in her entire life.
How convenient. You didn't post the entire H3 episode. Oh fucking Christ, dude. Okay. But yeah, this entire venture by Ethan is, in my opinion, it's pretty transparently an attempt to threaten creators and to exert his force over these content creators.
Whoa, exert his force. That's intense.
People like me.
Of a 3-hour stream. Even then, you need the stream
Exert his force over them. Oh my God, Ethan.
for full context. I am so SMRT.
Yeah. To try and
damn, she skipped past her own fucking donation. What the hell, dude?
threaten content creators like me.
Text. I
Over people like me.
Of a 3-hour stream. Even then, you need the stream before for full context. I am so SMRT.
I'm pretty sure this is somebody who's like in support of denims, and she skipped past the video.
Yeah.
Damn, the editor did.
To try and threaten content creators like me,
Yeah.
to try and threaten people like Frogan, Casey-tron, etc. I mean, that's why
You mean white women?
there's clips of him saying, I want.
That she, just remember who shot the first shot. So, like, when I say I'm going to ruin her life,
Are these like two booty cheeks here? Like booty cheek in between a thong? Like what am I looking at right now?
obviously I just want to put her in financial ruin.
You know, so anyways, let me put this here.
Your Honor, skibbity toilet. This is the great skibbity toilet defense. Like, this is what we're doing. We're just doing a pure optics. Like, we're doing snark brain optics defense.
On the side. In case
Your Honor, skibbity toilet.
All right. So, okay, moving on. Let's
I'm ready.
watch his video, shall
All
we?
right.
Because I see a lot of people that are hopping in just now and they're like, I'm confused. What are you getting sued for? I don't understand. I want to get into it. Let's watch his video. I think the easiest place to start would be to watch his video and then showing you guys some of the amazing parts of this lawsuit. If you guys haven't read it yourself, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right, let's watch, shall we? Donating for you to lose against Ethan. Oh, I'm so owned. Don't donate to me. Ugh, that's so awful. You're owning me so
Sounds like it's really getting to her.
epically. If only I could get you to stop doing.
That's true. At least Casey Tron is funny. Honestly, out of the three of them, Casey Tron is the most entertaining person. She's really fucking herself over the way that she interacts. Because Casey Tron could actually be interesting if she did something more productive than just smoke weed on stream and just like let her life be a fucking failure. Unfortunate.
Doing that. Oh, damn, darn it. You got me. It would be really bad if a lot of people did the same thing.
Yeah, true,
Ugh.
Queen.
All right. That clip where he says, no shot, this is going to court is a really funny clip.
So funny. I actually
It's really
came
funny.
when I watched that clip.
All right,
first
enough
time.
stalling.
Thanks for reminding
Whoa,
me
enough
to
Stalin.
Cheddar KEKW.
Yeah, if you really want to own me, you should donate and you should gift 100 subs.
Crazy stuff. Objection, clip chimping.
And you should prime sub, for sure. For sure, you should
for
do
sure,
that. That would
for
be
sure.
the best way to epically own me. Ugh, I would be so
Just
owned
start
if you did
jacking
that.
off.
All right.
Dance is streaming.
I just want to say, we just hit $13,000. Can we get a let's fucking
Oh,
go?
let's go.
You're all losers. Yes.
Okay.
More. I think very few people online that hate on me
I wonder how much these people make a month, like doing content.
don't know that this makes me stronger. You're giving me more power.
My
Subs
lawyer
to
can't do
denims to
fucking
own the
shit.
libs.
Yes. I feel
I
like
hope you
Palpatine.
learn your
That's the peak of her ability to entertain people. That was the most entertaining thing she ever did, and it makes me want to fucking. I mean, well, maybe it's working because it makes me want to fucking not be here.
lesson from this.
Thank you for the 6 months, Moonwolf. And Surson, thank you for the 10 gift subs. Thank you so much. Thank you. GB Cats again, thank you so much for the 100 gift subs. You're fucking crazy.
You're
thank
crazy,
you.
dude.
Yeah, I just, sorry.
So crazy.
Also, the best reason to gift right now, the best reason to gift subs and the best reason to sub and use your Prime
It's because she's sweating, boy.
is because
The mullet rolls are gone, people.
Oh, she doesn't know how expensive this is going to be. Yeah, I just put a 100K goal for fun. Oh god. All right, okay. No more getting sunlocked. No more getting one guide. Mods, you can ban.
All right, guys,
You can
let's do it.
take out the trash. All right? Take out the trash. Also, we just got another $435.
I thank you. Somebody commented that said, I do have gay bear appeal. I like that. Thank you so much. Do you guys think I could beat Hasan Piker in a contest that was about who's sexier gay men? Do you guys think I could do that? What about my armpit, dude? Do you guys think I could do you think I feel like I got a good chance to get with the gays specifically? I got a good chance with the gays, right? Like I think that gay men would choose me over Hasan Piker, right? Right? Come on, gay guys. I also got a belly. The gay guys love this. They love this. Look at that trail, dude. Come on, dude. Gay men love it, dude. 10 toes down. 10 toes down, dude. Come on, gay guys. Vote for me. Vote for me, gay men. Vote for me. All right? Hope.
Fucking massive.
Fuck
fucking
you, dude.
Huge. Thank you.
Fuck you, bro.
For everybody who's donated. I really, really appreciate it. And like I said, once the papers are served, which he said they're supposed to get served any day now. I don't know. We'll wait and
Serve
see.
queen.
Once they get served, we have 21 days to respond, so you guys will be able to get
Yep. 21 days, baby.
once they get served, we have 21 days to respond, so you guys will be able to get at least something from me, some documentation
Show the Instagram pic now.
or some
That's a good pic, though, no?
updates from me pretty quickly. So yeah, it'll be good. It'll be exciting. All right.
Hi there.
Tims, you better not have told them the story. I did not. I did not. You can share the story. I don't want to share it. You can share
my
it.
goodness.
All right, keep going. Let's go. Quick sidebar. As many people have already pointed out, obviously destroying legal tender is federal crime, which he's later claimed this is fake money. But if it's fake money, why didn't you get the $100 bills?
That's actually very valid from her to say. That is very valid from her to say.
The controversy, in my opinion, and this was my opinion at the time.
So apparently, this is just a quick thing. It's not illegal to rip a dollar bill. It will not go to jail for doing so, unless it's with the intent to render it unfit for circulation. Oh, okay, then maybe it would be illegal. I don't know. Okay, sounds illegal, but
This is my opinion now. And this is Ethan Klein's opinion, by the way.
all right.
Which, do I have the video? I don't know if I have it on hand. I'll try and find it if I have it. It's the one where he says, sorry. Okay, one little stun lock. I hope he shits on you in the lawsuit. Why are H3 fans poop obsessed? Genuine question.
Cock Klein, baby.
Why? Wait.
Cock Klein,
I
baby.
forgot to prep this one. Here it is. No, wait. It might be in the reply to this. Is it this one?
A wholesale re-uploading
Oh, maybe he's making a joke about himself being cheap. That could be true.
of like an episode. And we
Yeah, of
used to
course.
have that big
No, it's not this one. It's the one where he's on leftovers talking to his
Your Honor, he burned money. I won't believe that based on certain parameters. I don't think he would ever burn money.
son about it, and he talks about how like streaming is a different beast, and streaming is very different from YouTube.
Beast.
Let me see. I didn't save it. I guess.
I don't-
No, maybe I did. Maybe I did. Wait.
Yeah,
Hold
wait,
up.
wait.
No, not this.
Wait.
This one. Here it is. Found it. Wait. No, it's not this one either. What am I looking for?
Thank God they kept this in the edit. This is such a good edit, guys.
Where is it?
August, take notes. Take notes on this, please.
It's the one. If anyone can find it, please. Thank you. I would appreciate it. But it's the one where he talks about how he's talking to Hasan about how he's like he views the difference between streaming on Twitch and uploading to YouTube, and that
Okay.
the uploading to YouTube is the part that is particularly egregious.
Sure, I don't think so.
But I thought I had it saved, and I guess I just didn't have it saved. But I know one of you probably has this link.
Wow. Why the fuck do we have this in here of you saying this? If this is a fucking... Denims reacts to Ethan Klein lawsuit from fan-run edited clips of Denims TV. It just rolls right off the tongue.
So I would appreciate if one of you posted it, because I don't know. I guess I just think it's this one. Oh, yes. Here we go. And this is the same opinion that I've had long before this, before this chapter of Reactgate. And it's the same opinion that I have now. And it's the same opinion that, like, reasonable people have. And I'll get into why.
Reasonable people? I'm going to be reasonable with you. Nobody gives a fuck about this. No reasonable person interacts with this content. Not on either side. We're not reasonable people. We're fucking content gooners. Nobody gives a shit. Reasonable people would think this... No, they don't. Because they won't watch this, my girl. We wouldn't watch this stuff, my boy.
Said this is why Ethan's argument is not good, because it always evolves into you don't react hard enough.
I want to kill these guys.
At the end of the day, there are no clear-cut guidelines, no clear-cut boundaries on like what to do, no like standardized best practices.
Oh, I guess
and the argument always will, in the eyes of the audience especially, devolve
I don't
into...
think so. I think I circumvented that pretty good. Sorry to interrupt you. I'm not... I was,
it will always evolve into you're not reacting hard enough. Obviously, there are boundaries that I think aren't...
You're not hard enough.
...established, but like most people understand are bad. However, especially if you're doing like long form content, especially if you're doing live streamed content without pre-production like you do, because you have
Jesus Christ
your own version of that as well as like the members only broadcast, there will always be lulls.
I think the real reason that Denims is censoring when Ethan's on screen is because she doesn't want people to realize that she's whiter than him.
And moments of like dead air or even you getting up. But that's also live reaction.
Here I'm talking, and I made it clear, I'm talking specifically about his YouTube channel. I wouldn't make this claim. Okay, well that's something I made clear at the beginning. So
hey, what's up, dude?
So we're talking about his YouTube channel. Now I would never...
I'm talking about XQC. It's hard to get the actual context. I don't really understand too much why people separate the YouTube. I don't really understand why people separate the YouTube videos versus streams. I don't think that I don't really think that there's a particular difference. So
I never claim that about streaming because
I think it's just a cope. It's like, oh, it's not the same platform. It's basically the same thing. You're still basically just like, what, you know. Again, I think it's fine to do reactions on YouTube or whatever. Just like, what's the separation here? I think they want to make the distinction because they want to be able to do whatever they want and just basically watch videos without any consequence.
I agree that...
So it's okay to basically do nothing on your stream. It's only when we pull it over to the YouTube that it becomes a problem.
Streaming is too much of a gray area.
There's a longer version of this clip, but basically it's not necessarily the streaming that is the most offensive part. Morally, it's the, not legally, it's the re-upload to YouTube that absolutely does funnel views away from people's YouTube channels. When you have the same exact...
Well, you don't necessarily know that. Oh, is that why she doesn't make any content on YouTube? I don't think it funnels people away people's views or something. It doesn't really matter. The views is still a view. So it doesn't really matter what platform they're on. You could have a whole robust conversation about this, but I think this is a huge fucking cope.
Thumbnail, as someone who spent months on a video and you have your video gets like millions of views, like
it's okay as long as we do it on Twitch, guys. It's okay as long as I do it on Twitch, guys.
Some percentage of those views, considering that it's on the same platform, that is absolutely funneling some of the revenue over to the other video, which is why it's the wholesale re-upload to YouTube like within 24 hours.
Okay, now it's in 24 hours. Guys, it's the wholesale re-upload, but now it's only if it's in 24 hours. As long as it's not within 24 hours, it's okay. Where do you get, you know, like, I just want you guys to be clear with where she gets this from. She gets this from fucking Twitch's policy. Twitch has a policy that you are not supposed to post anything that from your Twitch channel onto YouTube for 24 hours. So she doesn't actually think that this is a moral thing. She just thinks this because that's what you're allowed to do on Twitch. That's it. There's no actual intelligence here. Because I used to wait 24 hours before doing a segment on Twitch before posting it. And I typically do that on YouTube anyway. I'll usually like, you know, but like that, this is just, she's just talking. She's just saying stupid shit. Like this is not an actual moral thing she believes. She's just saying things.
and I talk about this as well in this video, but I don't want to get too deep into it until we get there.
Yeah, don't get too deep into it. Please don't get too deep into any topics. Please, thank you.
The market
That's not what you're supposed to do when you talk about this stuff.
Segment that is Twitch viewers and the market segment that is YouTube viewers, there is a distinct difference between.
Not necessarily. There can be a difference, but that doesn't necessarily mean that a Twitch viewer wouldn't be watching YouTube if Twitch didn't exist. This idea that like the viewer wouldn't be watching YouTube, doesn't watch YouTube at all, it's just stupid. It's just stupid to even. It's ridiculous. What? Especially since I know that there's people who watch me on YouTube that used to watch me on Twitch because it's just they want to watch. They might be more prone to watch a stream than a video if you want to make that argument, but they still watch videos, right? So this is just like a silly little defense.
These, and one of them is, what would be the best wording to use? One of them is irresponsible.
Hey!
Blatant re-upload to YouTube with like 20 minutes of additional added content, and it's the same exact thumbnail and it's the same exact title.
Okay.
That absolutely is hurting the original video in the algorithm.
You don't know that, and I don't really understand. I don't think that she's displaying this well enough for me to even understand what the fuck she's talking about. I don't think, like, we're not going to get a genuine, like, what does an extra 20 minutes mean? If the video is only 10 minutes, isn't that like a lot? No? Okay.
Right. Versus the lack of uploading versus like a Twitch stream. So, okay, we'll get into it because he pulls it up, and I don't know why he puts one of these sections in, but we'll go through it. Back during the peak era, back during the worm, dude. Worst worm I've ever seen. It's a type of worm. Okay, it's a type of worm.
What does this mean? Worm stuff.
But sure, let's find out. Let's find out what Ethan Klein has to say.
If anything, this just shows that she has no fucking idea what she's talking about. She has no fleshed out opinion.
All right. Won't someone think of CNN? Won't someone think of CBS News? Hasan had the audacity to stream for 8 hours.
Extended periods of time.
And he had to pee. And he had the audacity to steal from small creators like Fox News,
Well, fundamentally, he just gets up while he pees and leaves the video running, even when it's not a Fox News. But even I've said that like there's a difference between the news versus like other people's content. Like legally, there's a difference between fair use. There's a difference in fair use when it comes to news versus like other content. So
CBS, CNN. I'm just like, finally, somebody is exposing this bad behavior at long last. Ethan is the ex that refuses to get over it. Correct. Yes.
Correct, guys.
Sorry.
Real communists would get a bladder infection for CNN.
One stun lock. You're so dumb. It's not that hard to get your yours correct if you're trying to insult somebody else's intelligence.
Guys, I'm not going to get one guy here.
For the love of God.
But you used the wrong form of your, and I'm going to go on about it because I need people to think that I'm smart.
Oh my goodness. All right. Back to the video. My favorite part about this is like, this doesn't even show that he's leaving.
Did they just edit out? Did they just edit out what she's watching?
On content necessarily. It's just close-ups of him getting up. This is like all of Ethan's content. He doesn't.
So I'm pretty sure they just the person cut out the actual video itself, which is fine with me. I don't really care because we watched the other one. But they edited out Ethan's actual video. They're this. I don't understand. This is like such a performance. This is so stupid, especially since this video is about denims. There's like some kind of like implied consent of watching it with her specifically. But either way, he's not going to strike it. It doesn't matter. Oh my God.
Doesn't actually prove the points that he's trying to make. He just kind of shows his audience the things that he knows they will react to. He shows them like the colors and the shapes that they want to see. And then he's like, anyways, you guys can believe me. I'm sorry, but like the light Yagami, this was actually my plan all along. It was actually my secret plan.
Yeah, I don't think this whole thing was his plan all along, but okay.
It was always the plan all along. I made this irresistible bucket of poop and I left it out. I knew it would be so good. Oh my God, dude. Oh, dude. So one thing that's misrepresented here, among a variety of other things, by the way, is this point that this person is making. It's not that he's stealing content. It is not that he is stealing just content, but leaving the videos after he goes and leaves the chair. Okay, so let's rewind for a second. We're 4 minutes in. To when he brings up Lemino, which was the guy who made like this really good Kennedy video, and a lot of people watched the video, and then their uploads got re-uploaded and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, their uploads got re-uploaded. It's not Hasan's fault because he just watched it. He didn't upload it. I guarantee you that Hasan has some connection to these fan channels and he makes money off of that. He just pretends that he doesn't. Whoa, that's crazy.
And you can even hear what this guy has to say about the matter. He's talking about the ethics of reacting. He is not talking about the legality of reacting.
Okay.
I'll play it. And like, this is why it's like, it's so sad to be an H3 fan. He doesn't even respect you enough to like try and clip things in a way that is believable. He just sort of shows you the shapes and colors and hopes you don't actually try too hard to understand what's happening.
Ethical nor necessary to feature the entirety of someone else's work.
Notice how there's no commentary here and there's no focus on the legality.
Okay. You got him.
Here, watch the whole thing.
A face cam in the corner or the occasional interruption does nothing to address that issue. My videos
This is so stupid.
still being played from beginning to end in someone else's stream or video. It's neither ethical nor necessary to feature the entirety of someone else's work. Or, they could do the bare minimum and ask for permission. Something that none of the major reaction channels have ever done when they've streamed or re-uploaded my videos. Because he's not talking about legality.
He's talking about, why would he comment on whether or not streamers should ask for permission? He doesn't say legally they are required to ask for permission and they don't. They're very clearly talking about the.
I think that the plan that she's doing here is the whole plan is to make you your head hurt really badly, so you turn the video off. I think that's the whole point of this.
Ethics of reacting, and here we'll make this a grander on a grander scale.
Yeah,
if
go for it.
You check your bank account and like Chase accidentally refunded you an extra $50, you might look at that and be like they were supposed to refund you for some charge or something, and then they accidentally gave you another $50. And you see that, and you're like, I didn't see anything. Well, listen, they can correct it. They can find it themselves. They can correct it. I don't really care that much, all right?
Damn, that was actually good cringe.
I don't really care that much.
Oh.
If some old lady on the street is like, hey, do you have change for a $10 bill? Nobody carries cash around, but like, do you have change for a $10 bill? I just need to pay the meter. And she hands you a $50 bill.
You don't carry cash around? What the hell are you doing?
Instead of a $10 bill, and says,
what if a homeless...
times are so tough right now. But,
what if a homeless person asks you for money? You're not prepared for that? Okay.
But
sorry, I'm not
gotta pay the meter.
It's just
and you keep the 50.
I keep hitting the wrong button to pause, so it's threw me off in the game.
See how one of those feels morally worse? One of those feels like you're stealing from someone who does need it, or you're stealing from, I don't know, not a corporate.
I mean, the old lady's going to die soon anyway, right? Might as well. Might as well. I'm just kidding.
One of those feels worse. We're not talking about...
Guys, the old lady's going to die soon, and I don't believe in passing on any of your inheritance because that is anti-leftist. Am I right, guys? You know what I'm saying, dude? Like, I don't believe in that. You shouldn't be able to do that. We should all... I don't believe in any of that shit.
About legality. It's theft regardless. We're talking about what is morally worse. That's why nobody gives a shit about stealing from corporations.
Wait, sorry, is your argument that you are stealing from Ethan? I don't understand the argument.
And so that's the same thing that's being talked about here, that the morality or like how ethical it is to react to a video made by one creator who's put in hundreds of hours and who's put in a fuck ton of their energy and time into a video and put in so much love and heart and soul and blood and sweat and tears into a video, and you straight rip it, add 20 minutes and then re-upload it to YouTube and your video gets millions of views.
Add 20 minutes, but if you add 30 minutes, it's okay. If you wait the next day, it'll be okay. That's what I'm talking about. This makes no sense. So it's okay to re-upload. Like I generally like to engage more with with conversational reactions rather than entertainment reactions, right? Because people put a lot more work into their entertainment reactions. So I would say like I'm generally more for conversational reactions. Like this is a conversational reaction. Like we're having a conversation about a particular topic. This isn't watching like a JFK video. But either way, if you're like what your whole argument is that like you can rewatch the video as long as it's only on a stream like Twitch, but you can't re-upload it for 24 hours. Like what's the ethical of that? Like I if you're saying that you have to wait 24 hours, what you're saying is that it's going to consume the other video in the algorithm regardless, because like, but what does 24 hours do? Right? Like if you think you need to wait a day, that means that you think that it's going to consume the other video in the algorithm. Right now, I don't know if I necessarily believe that if you provide enough transformative commentary, but like that's what you're saying. So you're saying regardless that it consumes the video in the algorithm, regardless of how you post it. I like to usually wait a little bit, but like This doesn't make any sense. None of this makes sense, because why would you need to wait 24 hours unless you felt like it consumes the original video and you know what I mean? It doesn't make any fucking sense. I really don't understand that. But okay, cool stuff.
That feels shit. That feels like absolute shit. Do you think the news anchors at CNN morally, do you think not morally, sorry. Do you think that they feel bad when they see Hasan streaming their content? Like, do you
No, it doesn't matter what CNN thinks. They're a news organization. The fair use when it comes to news. This guy's fucking running away. Fair use is different when it comes to the news. Like, by law, it is substantially different. It doesn't really, you can't compare like content to the news. You're being stupid.
You think they're like, but I worked so hard on that. Of course not. Of course not. And to the people that are saying this, you've totally missed the point. You've actually, I know that you're just in here to be a shitter. Or this won't hold up in court. Did you notice how I literally said this is not a legal argument?
Why are you doing it? How does this help you? Oh, it's an optics play. Gotcha. None of these arguments actually matter, though, because she said explicitly that she's doing it to try to take views away. So, like, there's a level of maliciousness in the way that she's communicating here. But, like, realistically speaking, nothing in this entire video that she says matters. What matters is what happens when Ethan tries to settle with her and she takes the settlement. Because if she's actually this confident, she would go with it. But she's not going to. She's going to take a settlement the second that it's offered to her. And then what she's going to say is, I didn't want to get locked into a lengthy legal battle because I can't afford it and he's just bullying me. That's what's going to end up happening here. And so Ethan needs to make sure that he tells her she can't say that as part of it, or else it reopens the lawsuit. He needs to have a contingency in there for that.
We're not talking about legality. We're talking about ethics. We're talking about morality. I know, listening is hard.
How about lessality? What do you guys think about that?
Critical thinking is hard. I explicitly just stated 5 seconds ago, we're not talking about legality. And by the way, neither was this guy who he was quoting. So it's just bad targets, not actions? And when did I say anything like that? I'm just talking.
Wow, that's so cool.
About how it feels to have your content watched by a creator.
You don't make content, so how do you know?
Versus like being a news anchor and knowing that other people on Twitch watch your content. This has nothing to do with legality. This has nothing to do with the law. This has nothing to do with fair use. And ReactGate was not about legality. ReactGate was always about morality.
What? I mean, if you're somebody that's just sitting, first of all, laws and morals generally intertwine, right? That's why it's illegal to murder, because murder's bad. So, okay. That's just, these people are so fucking stupid. Second of all, like, yeah, there was a conversation about morality and legality. Like, what's the morality behind just watching someone's full video and just making fucking faces? Right? And then, like, we could talk about the morality and legality of, like, what it's like as a content creator like myself to do what we do. Like, the conversation is always, like, fine and appropriate. But she's just saying more. She's trying to separate these two things that have always been intertwined. Morality and legality have always been intertwined. Are they perfectly intertwined? No. Like, weed should be legal. But they're generally intertwined. This makes no sense.
It was always about that. And you'll see it time and time again. But honestly, maybe I should write this text on the screen. But keep that in mind, okay, chat? Keep that in mind. When watching this and watching him recap ReactGate, keep that in mind, all right? But you are getting sued legally. We're watching a video. I'm pointing out all of the hypocrisies in his video. Damn. The major hypocrisy that I'm pointing out, which I don't know. It's like, I don't know how this is difficult. I've just explained this like for the 7th time now. He is trying to.
So then why do you keep explaining it? Didn't you say you weren't going to get one guide? You just like, what does I have to believe that she has never actually done reaction content ever in her entire fucking life. If she's in a busy stream full of people and she's consistently getting one guide while it's constantly saying, I'm not going to get one guide. It happens, especially when you're talking about like a hot topic that people are disagreeable with you on. So like, like I have to believe that she's like never. I have to believe that she's never fucking like ever actually given her opinion on something on a live stream before. Like it's impossible for me to believe anything else because this is like, holy fuck, shut up.
Like the conversations that were happening during ReactGate were about legality when they never were. The conversations during the ReactGate meta were talking about morality. Like, it is fucked up to do X, Y, and Z. I know it's crazy. I know a lot of things to follow here. We're watching a video, reacting to the video. All right. And I'm breaking down what's wrong with the video. Okay. All right. Let's see how the judge will find it hard to follow, XD. I like how this chatter just said, I'm too stupid to understand what you said, but I bet the judge will be as well. Why are Denim's haters so dumb? Dude. All right. Also, we're using the Ethan Klein live website again. for all this stuff, okay? Alrighty.
Here's an excerpt from a stickied post from the Snark subreddit. Hey, everyone.
Your average views are like 3.5K. He's even lying about that. LOL. What? When do the lies stop, dude? When?
Fuck.
When will he stop lying? When?
The Snark.
This has nothing to do with me. And he knows this, but the thing is, the document that he published is for viewers online. It's not for a court. There is no court that would take this and say that this is
not for court. This is what you're doing when you're doing like a pure optics play. The hell is she talking about? This is for court? Doesn't even make any sense. It's obvious that this is for more than just the court. This is obvious it's more than just an optics play. This is for the court. What is she saying? Am I fucking stupid? What the fuck?
There is no court that would take this and say that this is collusion.
Collusion? What?
There.
Oh no, they would. They would actually. That would be evidence of some level of collusion potentially, especially since these are people that. Just to be clear, so nobody that's in the court system watches this. Let's just assume that, I would imagine. So you go into a court with a bunch of fresh eyes. Hey, there's a very popular platform called Reddit where there's a post with a lot of views that says, hey, don't watch the content, this video. Do not watch this video. Instead of watching this video, go to this other person watching it on Twitch. And then that person or some of those people explicitly say they are watching it to take views away from the other video. To a court, that's going to be like, oh, so they think, whether it does or doesn't, they think that it's going to take views away from the original video, and that's why they're streaming it. Okay, it sounds like some kind of copyright infringement. Okay.
I have no DMs. Like, there was no attempt by me, at the very least, to reach out and try and provide this. Like, it's just, has nothing to do with me. Okay. Did you work with the Snark subreddit? If not, then how are they aware you were viewing the nuke? Because I said I would watch it because he was hyping it up for weeks.
Whoa.
And saying, this video is going to be so good. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to watch it. That's it. Just like the same way that everybody else was going to watch it as well. I
might watch it.
How did the Snark subreddit know about your top secret viewing of the nuke, Denim?
Whoa, Denim.
How did they know? All right, let's keep going.
All right, let's keep going.
Well, guys, as much as I would love to
let's keep going. All right, guys.
talk about how this isn't what he's saying it is, this isn't.
Again, she's cutting out the actual video because she's pretending that she's afraid of what's going on here. So that's why there's cut. It doesn't really matter because we already know what she's talking about.
Fact, not what he's saying it is.
Solidarity in the fight.
You guys will get to see it play out in court.
See it play out, guys.
All right. Again,
let's hear it.
As much as I would love to get into it, you guys will get to see it in court.
Wow.
People like XQC and Asmongold may have watched the entire thing, but I would never sue them just for doing that. I don't want to.
Why would you say this?
Because his whole point is that you're acting in a malicious capacity. So
in your video, again, guys, I really wish I could litigate this on stream with you all, because there are sections. It's not entrapment. There are sections of the lawsuit that sort of talk about whether or not the work is transformative or not, and there are opinions about whether or not. Because this is a big thing in fair use on whether or not you're supposed to like watch the bare minimum or something like that. But I don't know why he would admit that he doesn't care about people like XQC and Asmongold watching it in its entirety.
Well, he says why in like a second. So,
all right, this was really bad.
So this is what we're seeing here, and I know that they cut out the full video. I guarantee you, if we watched her actually talk about it, she would just move past the point. Or maybe I'm wrong. The entire point of what just happened here is that Denims is watching for you to consume her in clips. So she says this, and this is something that's so fucking weird in the like debate pervert space, which is what she's in. But they talk in clips. They talk in Twitter clips. That's what they try to do. So she played the fucking second of him like, I would never sue XQC and Asmongold without the explanation. And then she goes on a whole thing like, this is really bad for your case because she's talking in clips. Like the idea is for that to be clipped and put up on the internet so it'll have like a really nice optics win. These people are weird freaks. They talk in pure optics. They talk as if every word they want to like manufacture for your consumption in 15-second segments, so that because she knows that like there's only a select few that are going to watch like a full video, and she is catering to like the select like to the the wide range of people who are basically TikTok Twitter brained over people actually consuming the content here. That's the only explanation for this.
All right. Well, guys, and then he plays it again. He's like, that was so epic, I gotta play it again.
I'm suing are, I just want to make it clear that they all met this very specific high bar of criteria that I
Not true.
set forth earlier. These people were not targeted based on the beliefs.
I actually respect when I could go after the
Did you just skip past the actual explanation? Incredible.
stupid, sexy Arab ladies I claim to have a vested interest in financially ruining.
It was a total coincidence that I went after
Sexy Arab ladies? Who? You guys are all white Midwesterners. What?
the people that I did. It just so happened that I went after those people. Oh,
Okay.
it's not. It's just so.
I mean, Denham's the actual argument Denham's could engage with is if she could find like another person that's part of this list here. That's while they were watching the reactions, explicitly said that they're watching it to take views away from Ethan and say, hey, how come you didn't single them out? Especially if they're men, because then she could argue that there is some kind of potential sexism argument.
So bizarre. I want to find something for all of you that I think was pretty good. Wait, I want to find this. Hold up. One such example, but there are like, I wanted to make an easy block list for anyone who wanted to go ahead and block a bunch of, absolute morons. So if you would like an easy block list, this tweet, I left replies open, 1.5K replies, easy block list. The number of replies in here that say skank, whore, OnlyFans, etc. I think we all know, Ethan, the audience that you are trying to obtain. Okay? I think we know. To pretend like the people that you're suing just happen to be women and that there isn't a very obvious desire to obtain viewers that are the most sexist people possible. Just be real for 2 seconds. Okay?
Sorry, guys, I actually muted. You got to edit that up, August. Anyway, the majority of Ethan Klein's audience is like women. So this makes no sense. This is just a stupid argument that she's making here. Anyway, my fucking chat's going crazy right now. Sorry. This is a horrible argument for her to make because most of his audience is women. Unless her argument, and she has no argument because she's just being stupid. Yeah, the G already muted me, true. But unless the argument is, he has so many women in his audience that he's trying to get men in his audience. It doesn't make any sense. This is just a fucking idiot argument she's making.
Okay, just be real. You're on
Just
X.
be
What do you
real.
expect? I don't want to defend Ethan, but he isn't even on there. He's not on there because he can't handle criticism, which he's admitted. There's a clip of it.
Maybe, or maybe it's more along the lines of like Twitter's really toxic, especially after Elon Musk made it like a fucking white supremacy haven.
There's a clip of him saying he can't handle the criticism, which is why he doesn't use Twitter anymore.
Crazy.
But it's also in my YouTube comments, in his YouTube comments, in my Twitch chat,
Whoa.
and in my Instagram comments. Literally, probably thousands at this point of comments that are anywhere from whore to
Crazy.
probably the worst would be like a rape threat.
That's so sad. I mean, those are not good, but we have to stop pretending that like every internet threat is a valid, real threat.
No, I know, chatter. I know thinking is so hard.
You're a whore. All right. People call me fat all the time and Jewish. So it actually makes me laugh. I wish I saved the message. Somebody messaged me and called me like every fucking slur they possibly could, and I'm not trying to be rude, but I started laughing. It was fucking preposterous. It was actually insane, dude.
Hard. Listening is so difficult. I know. So you can't sue because you're a woman? What logic is that? Listen. Oh, the BoJack Horseman. That's very fitting. Listen. What I said, I'll
BoJack what?
Explain it
because BoJack Horseman's a shitty piece of dog shit. Yeah,
slower this time since
it's a good show, but
you seem to be a little bit slow. What I said was, he's targeting women who have less money because A, it's easy to target people that have less money than you in lawsuits, but B, because he's trying to obtain a very particular audience, which he's successfully obtaining.
But most of his audience is women, no? This is the thing that's hard to communicate with like women like this or people like this is they don't really understand the real world. When you're married and your wife is a big part of the show and then you hire women and whatnot, and you're gay like Ethan Klein, it attracts a lot of like a female audience. That's pretty much all it is.
An audience primarily of people who hate women. I know that was hard to understand. I just showed a tweet showing a bunch of sexist comments. And then I showed his.
Well, you guys know what they say. No one hates women more than people who try to make women their primary audience. Am I right? And I'm
commentary saying it's not about them being women, and that was really hard to follow.
15% gay, dude. Ethan could sue me all he wants for me calling him gay.
But yeah.
I liked it when Ethan watched the clip of me call him gay, and he started laughing because I know that he felt like he couldn't laugh. You know what I mean? Because you're not supposed to call people gay. I know. I try to be a little bit better, but it's like fun, silly time. I'm also from Long Island. And most of, actually weirdly enough, most of the people in my circle are gay guys. It's actually fucking crazy. Because my wife has a lot of gay friends, and then she has a lot of gay family, and then I have gay family, and like I tend to prefer my gay family over my not gay family because most of the not gay people in my family, my wife's family, are Trump supporters, and I fucking hate them so much. I don't hate them, but like I hate the typical reasons why they voted Trump, because they didn't vote for him because they thought he was like confidence inspiring. They're just like pieces of shit that hate gay people. So that's why, like, you know, the family members that are gay are not comfortable hanging out. So
these 2 points are connected. Use your brain as best as you can. All right.
All three are on and denims.
We're still playing this clip. Incredible. Really, the guy who.
Oh, this is the clip of Denims denying that rapes happened on October 7th.
I mean, I already addressed this in my video, and I know critical thinking is hard for these people.
It's so hard.
The Sneeko fan, we're still on this.
Denims.
Oh, that's the Sneeko fan too.
This guy, the guy who literally 15 minutes earlier.
Obviously, just
here we go.
Yeah, he's a Sneeko and a Hasan fan. There's a lot of crossover there, I guess.
This is still the same. This is the same thing. He's recycling content because he doesn't have anything else to add in this video.
Hey, bro, I love you, Hasan. Can I give you a hug, bro?
I'm so sweaty, bro.
Maybe you should sue him for watching your VOD.
I love you, bro.
I'm so sweaty.
I love you, bro.
Once again,
I
speechless?
You're like you're my hero, bro.
Nothing to say, girl.
Bro, you're the coolest guy.
Here's the
Nothing to say, girl. Look at crazy person.
Just went a whole fucking. You just grandstanded on how he's obviously just must not be a fan of Hasan, and like, how could she sit there so stupid and smug? Oh my god.
Again, Ethan is lying.
Oh, just so you know, like she's watching the video on her stream, but she's pretending she's afraid to react to it on the YouTube upload, so that she has her editor cutting it out on the channel that she wants you to think is not her fan channel, like not her channel uploading clips. That, just to be clear, like she's working with obviously with the fan to upload clips of her. Like that's the whole point. That's why there's like constantly stuff here. Like this is definitely her channel, right? We already we know that. That's the whole dealio here. The whole dealio.
His proof isn't proof at all. The first time this guy shows up during this stream, it happens 15 minutes earlier when he meets Hasan's crew. Notice he doesn't react when they say they're going to find Hasan.
What are you guys doing?
We're just streaming. It's live stream.
Oh, live stream?
I forgot to censor this.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like
Yeah.
content creator too, bro.
Yeah, sure.
You're done for.
So you're just literally live right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
How many viewers?
A couple.
Eyes
You?
cringe.
You?
Yeah.
What, 30?
Probably more than 30.
Really?
Yeah, I would say more than 30. Yeah.
Dude, guys, my YouTube channel is @dating&money. Please subscribe. @dating&money. I talk about Palestine
Dating
on
and
there.
money?
Yeah.
Dating and money?
I talk about Palestine on there.
Okay, hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find his son.
Okay.
You hear that? I'm going to go find Hasan. And what does superfan, quote, "you're my hero," have to say about that?
This guy.
Where'd he go? Yeah.
But yeah, just type in and then dating and money.
Just listen, chat. Do not fucking go to dating and money.
Chat.
This is the own. The guy who literally he's saying, "You're my hero. I love you, man. You're my fucking hero." And when they say we're gonna go find Hasan, he's like, "Anyways, dating and money, dating and money, dating and money, dating and money."
Okay. I don't know what point she's making here. It's just boring.
Money. That's the super.
This is not going to have anything to do with any lawsuit. Dating a money guy. So
The super fan who doesn't know who March is, who doesn't know who Lolo is, who doesn't know who Brett
what about April?
is, doesn't react at all when they say we're live streamers and we're gonna go find Hasan. That's okay. I was just right. You're just posting my W's. I was right. This is so stupid to put in here. And then he puts in a video of somebody saying that they were sexually assaulted.
Whoa! It was somebody. It was an Israeli woman that was raped by Hamas. So.
And Twitter a day later.
That was not in his content nuke because he didn't care enough to do the bare minimum
I think it maybe came out after or something. It's been so long. And a big strategy from people like this is they like to try to reframe the narrative. So like they'll every time, like if time has passed since something has happened, they'll just pretend that like, oh, this is something. You really can't take their word for any of the things that they say, because they're just waiting for time to pass so that they can basically just engage in they could just change reality. That's the whole point. They could just change the history and the reality on what's going on. They're not honest people, so.
Research.
My lawyer can't do fucking shit.
My lawyer can't do shit. Here are the 10 gifts of Silcat. Oh, God, dude. Oh, my God. He thinks that they are so stupid that he can play a clip where what he's saying is not happening is happening and pretend like it's happening. How are you defending him? He told Hasan that he's fighting in Yemen. That doesn't make you... Saying you're fighting or saying you're a...
Oh, are they talking about the Houthi kid? Okay.
...soldier doesn't make you a terrorist. I'm serious.
Well, he thought he was one, so...
Go talk to the people at the LA Kings protest. Go talk to the people at the anti-ICE protest and ask them if they view themselves as...
Well, it's certainly hot enough to be anti-ICE, am I right?
soldiers. Ask them if they feel like they're fighting.
Resistance is resistance against oppression.
That doesn't make you a terrorist. That's not evidence of you being a terrorist. Do you know if you... I made the point that I made. Okay? I don't need to... keep circling and saying the same exact point. I mean, here you are, like you're literally fighting in this chat right now. I guess you're a terrorist? What you're saying doesn't make any sense, and you're saying it anyways. Being a Houthi.
Are you a soldier? Yeah.
I like how this is the epic own. Him saying yes to the question, are you a soldier? That is clear-cut evidence of terrorist activity. Oh, if you're stupid enough to fall for this, your brain is Swiss cheese. Your brain is Swiss cheese, and there's no hope for you. What Israel did with the pagers in Lebanon is a good example of terrorism. Yeah, let's ask Ela. Was she a soldier?
It's a pretty smart tactic.
Soldier? Did she serve in the...
I don't really care that Israel blew a bunch of terrorists with the pagers.
IDF?
Now for the...
That is also... I know, it's so hard to be partial or to be impartial.
So true. Very hard to be impartial. You are... That's kind of like your whole thing, is pretending to be impartial, no?
Those are different statements. Reading a chat message of someone saying, I never thought Hasan Nasrallah would be based, and then saying, hey, the reason you think this is because these people are more educated than Western media would want you to think. These people have had...
Hey guys, these non-reliable media sources are so much more educated than one might think. Ooh, beautiful. That's crazy work. I love it.
Formal educations, and they're capable of highlighting the actual...
Ela did the pages is fucking wild. Don't say that. You're fucking ridiculous.
Reasons why their countries have been destroyed by Western powers is not the same thing as calling him a good guy. These are different statements. Like, I don't... Isn't it...
Pretty sure he explicitly called him a good guy. I think the Loner Box showed people that.
Crazy that this compilation of self-owns is just me being based.
Sorry, we're not supposed to like Loner Box according to Hasan Parker fans, you know. We're not allowed to like him, guys.
I don't know why he put this in here. This is I
think she's trying to like audition for like Mickey Mouse or something.
Owned in the self-own segment. Nasrallah was a good guy.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah base. I mean, listen.
Base?
And again, that's a chat message he's reading.
That's a chat message. That's a chat message, guys. Nobody on Twitch hides behind chat messages. Oh, I'm just reading chat, guys.
The reason why you might be inclined to believe that Hasan Nasrallah is based is because he's formally educated, he's well-informed, and his opinion is that Western powers have destroyed...
His opinion is he hates Jews. I remember seeing the clip. He's pretty big on that one, too. What? I remember there's like an explicit... there's explicitly a time where he was giving a speech where he made sure that you knew he wasn't separating Jews from Israeli people, just to be absolutely clear. Like, he explicitly wants Jews to die. But hey, you know what? If you want to pretend that it's not true, that's fine.
And like Western imperialism, U.S. imperialism,
guys. West bad. You know, Western countries, they bad. Only countries to try to preserve freedoms for and equal rights for women, children, LGBTQ people. Failing in some instances, but overall the most progressive. Eastern countries, even the ones that have a lot of money, that's still you're not allowed to be a woman and drive. Those guys, they're all oppressed, even the rich ones. Like, what point do we just get tired of this? We get tired of like you criticize America, yes, but at what point do we get tired of like the overly criticisms of America, where it's like nothing that we do in America can ever be good because they have a negative influence sometimes on other countries. Like, okay. Like, what do you like? At what point do we just kind of get bored of like this whole fucking like nonsense? At what point are we allowed to be like, hey, you want to know what? I actually like America a lot because they try more than any like other country, or not America, excuse me, Western values a lot to do the right thing when it comes to fucking, you know, marginalized groups. What are we gonna pretend? Like, are we ever gonna acknowledge that? Because we're at a point now where like every one of these countries hating women and children, allowing child marriages, they get a free pass because America might have had a fucking bad influence on them sometimes. Like, okay, like what point do we, like, where do we get the, when do they have any accountability for having shit fucking morals where it's okay to like just fucking hate gay and trans people? Like, when are we allowed to actually criticize them for that? Is there any agency on like Eastern countries for themselves, or is it just like they literally, there's nothing? I don't, okay.
Has destroyed a lot of the Middle East, which is a factually true statement. U.S. imperialism and U.S. involvement in other nations has, in fact, destabilized those regions.
It has, and you want to know what? There's been a lot of instances where our involvement has helped countries. Like, that's what the whole problem is with us not giving U.S. aid anymore, which is something that I guarantee you criticize. Like, U.S. aid is what helps other countries. So you can't complain about the lack of giving aid, if the U.S. is giving aid, and then like also be like, oh, the U.S. is basically all bad. You really can't like hold those two opinions together.
And so it's easy to see that and say, why do I think that this person is based? He's responding to that statement. That's a very different statement from Gallant is a good guy and a moderating voice.
They're still doing the Gallant thing. When they said Gallant was a good guy, the intention was, but they've actually walked back. Funny enough, Hasan doesn't walk back any of this stuff. So, where they said that because Gallant was the only one that was trying to stop the constant like assault on Gaza. So funny enough, but they don't really care about those types of people. Because like that's why they think that Kamala would have been just as bad as Trump. I don't know how the fuck I just got fucked there, but that's life. Yeah, Ethan did blow through his 150K crowdfunding very quickly. I think that like once the views go down, because like she got a view pop from this whole lawsuit thing, she's gonna like, it's gonna hit her super hard. It's gonna upset her tremendously because it's gonna set in that like, oh wait, this is like not good. Like I'm fucked.
Those are different things. But this is also the same guy who, in the lawsuit against me.
My lawyer can't do fucking shit.
My lawyer. It's all my lawyer's fault. This is the same guy who in his lawsuit against me, which was like, we'll get into it after we're done with this video. But let me see. How do I'm trying to find it. Dude, this document is hilarious. But wait. I want to find this. No, this is about registering the nuke. Okay. No. Where is it? Wait, I think it's here. Sorry, I wasn't ready for pulling this up just yet. I was going to do this segment next, but I wanted to show you guys. Hold. Here it is. Like, you have to understand with Ethan Klein, every accusation is a confession. Okay. For him to talk about
just memeing in the chat, baby.
Self-owns and about Hasan Nasrallah being a good guy or whatever the fuck, when in his document he states this, Denham's repeatedly claims that Ethan praised Israel's former Minister of Defense, Yoav Gallant. This is false as demonstrated below. And the evidence of...
Because they've walked it back like multiple times since it originally came out. So the fact that you deny that exists would be the problem, right?
Of it being false was this statement. Ethan clarified by stating he was, quote, a moderating voice in the war room. Why did you provide a quote of you saying exactly what I said you said?
Well, this is the first time that I've heard her say the moderating voice bit. So, okay.
Just know, every time he says I self-own, he just self-owned like 7 times recently.
So
this document is just, it's amazing. Again, we'll get into it. Get into it. Okay, continue.
Now for the fun part. Let's take
Also, Joel, thank you for the
fucking shit.
30 gift subs, by the way. My lawyer can't do shit. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Guys, we're $70 away from 14K, and we're only 170 away from 15K. I just want to again say thank you so much to everyone who's donated.
Thank you so much for your donations.
If you have 5, 10, 15, 20 bucks that you'd like to help out with, please send a donation my way. GFM, GoFundMe.
Maybe she should focus less on doing the GFM and do more GFEs for these simps that are in her fucking chat. Am I right, guys?
Really appreciate it. Or EthanKleinLive.com. So, okay, continuing. Will it only be used for the defense fund? Yes. Like I said earlier, for anyone who's donated to the GoFundMe, for anyone who already has, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. But after the papers are served, we have 21 days to respond, from my understanding.
How many times is she going to say this and have it kept into her video?
Unless anything changes for any reason. So I will be actually able to give you guys updates relatively quickly, and I'll be able to keep you guys posted, hopefully with receipts of everything that my legal team is doing, and be able to show you guys what strategy we'll be employing, etc. So this is also the primary reason why I talk about it already, but like the difference between this GoFundMe and the previous GoFundMe, a defense suit, because again, I'm on the defensive. I have limited time to respond.
Marbles are gone, people.
Marbles are gone. And because of that, I have a limited amount of time to like get all my documents in order, get all the arguments in order, prepare everything for the court and, you know, for the judges or whatever. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I can actually provide you guys with relatively quickly versus a case where I'm pursuing a lawsuit. I'm obviously going to take my time, and that's going to be a very different procedure. So, okay. So yeah, I really do appreciate everything. Wouldn't give him a leg up by telling her strap publicly. I mean, there's a reason I didn't say anything. But anywho, thank you.
Yeah, releasing your strategy is a really good idea, guys. She's just letting us know like how fucking smart she is. She knows exactly what she's doing, and she's letting Ethan know all of her strategies. This is a smart way to go, guys. It's an intimidation tactic. It's an optics play. Like, she has nothing, and I don't even know if this would ever do anything positive for Ethan the way that she's talking about this, because it's all just fucking talking. It's just nonsense, or maybe it will. I really have no idea. I doubt she has lawyers though.
Thank you so much. By the way, Flocky, thank you for the 20 gift subs. Thank you
so much for the 20 gift subs, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Hopefully she turned off her thing. There was like something in there where you can do discounts, like Twitch will offer discounts for your subs, but they take some of the money from the streamers end as well. So you have to manually turn that off. Isn't that fucking crazy? That's fucking wild to me that they don't default turn it off or something. But okay.
Continuing.
Comment.
Then did you
hey, best platform, Switch?
actually upload your reaction VOD anywhere, or did you just react to it live? My VOD was never re-uploaded to YouTube ever. Any videos that are on YouTube
It doesn't really matter. Your Honor, I think that since I didn't upload to YouTube, it doesn't matter.
of my reaction absolutely are reposts from fan channels.
I guarantee you this whole fan channel thing is just like a fucking lie. Like, she definitely has something to do with these fan channels. There's absolutely no way that she doesn't. She pretends they're fan channels, but she has somebody run it, and then she makes money off of it. But just like Hasan does the same fucking thing, and they get to say, like, it's not me, it's just them re-uploading it. It's not me. It's a whole. It's just to fucking try to get rid of any criticism on her, or some criticism of her.
The only place that I have had my reaction to it is on my Twitch stream.
Whoa.
If you go to my channel right now, yes, thank you. Also, I just realized we're hype trained level 10. I didn't even see that. But yeah, if you go to my channel right now, you can see, oh my God.
Yeah, the Denims Jeans Industrial Complex, Joe.
Those highlights. And here it is. Here's the highlight. This is the highlight that I uploaded so that I could have it on record. I guess I must have had the thought already before to do this, but yeah.
Oh yeah, she re-uploaded it herself onto Twitch. So that's now a video though, right?
It's right here, and here is the entire reaction that I had.
When she deleted her VODs, her fan channels mysteriously did the same thing. Wow, that's interesting. Yikes. Yeah, it's true. Well, I don't know. Is that true? Did people actually do that? But that's funny if that's true. But I saw that they were like all three of them were deleting a bunch of shit because they were afraid.
To the content puke. If you guys are ever curious, go look at it.
Ugh.
So yeah. And yes, this is 4 hours. It is a 4-hour react. And Joel, thank you for the 5 gift.
Is it an actual 4-hour react, or is it just you being distracted the whole time? Getting up from your chair.
All right.
Don't.
Did you get up once to go piss though? I actually
She removed the part where she incriminated herself. Oh, did she incriminate herself on the stream? That's funny.
very politely got up and pissed before I watched the content nuke. How do you get a VOD
She took out the statement that she's suing her for. That's funny.
to stay up that long? Oh, it's a highlight.
Oh, she re-uploaded it, but she edited it, and she deleted her malice part. That's funny. Well, the deleting of the VODs is just gonna make her look worse.
Technically. So Casey did nothing wrong. Show your support, guys. But yeah, this is the full thing. I didn't want to pee during. I actually have like I get sad being away from chat when I start streaming, which is why I
I get sad being away from chat. What?
Rarely get off of screen. If people who've watched this stream know I don't get off stream that often. It's very rare that I even go and pee. And this was an 8-hour stream in total, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the entirety of this was 8 hours. And so we did our usual 4-hour stream, and then the content nuke was about to come out, which he's going to show. I went and I peed, and then I came back to watch the entirety of it with you guys.
Damn.
So I don't even
This is pretty fucked up what's happening on screen right now. Let's pause and watch this.
get up from my chair during the entirety of the content nuke.
The Marlbors are gone, people.
The Marlbors are gone. Ham and fist. Excuse me. Thank you for the 20 gift subs. Okay, back to the video.
Commentary.
I mean, that is transformative in a way. She's smoking weed in reaction to something she's saying that substantially changes the content from the original form.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's transformative in a way. It matters how, like, in the way that it is transformative, but okay.
I mean, listen, I haven't read her document. I haven't seen her react, so I can't comment on the legality of her react and whether or not it was considered fair use or not. And in fact, I don't want to, because I want her to have the best opportunity to defend herself in a court of law if she'd like to do that.
So you don't think that's what you're not willing to say, hey, I think what she did was fair use. Why would that even hurt you if you did that?
So I appreciate the support. I'm doing this in support of her and letting her build her case as best as she can.
Reaction by exiting.
That was, listen, smoke more. Oh my
Yeah, he's saying that you got up and you just got up during the reaction. Yep.
God. She smoked more than she spoke. That one was pretty funny. That one was not funny. This was not funny. Reacting by exiting. Oh, boo.
Okay.
0 out of 10. Oh, dude, boo. God.
Kind of sitting there. It doesn't have to be funny. It's just facts.
He put this.
Dude, what the fuck? This woman is so unfunny. What is happening? Oh my God.
Is here to be funny. That was the purpose of putting this here. That was literally the explicit stated goal earlier in this video. The purpose of putting this text in front of or underneath this image and as the very first document, as the very first page of the document was to be funny. I'm sorry. He wasn't being fun. This wasn't funny. Saying very smart to say on camera, by the way, when there's so many clips of Ethan Klein saying things that make this case, in fact, not a slam dunk. Okay. If Ethan Klein ever followed Shut the Fuck Up Friday, this case would be, I think, a lot harder to fight. But there are so many clips of Ethan, and even this video, there's so many things in this video that are that really, they hurt his case. Really.
If you said, based on who? Who says that?
Really badly. I'm going to engage genuinely for 1 second, just really quickly. I think it's pretty cut and dry. You all explicitly stated you restreamed the video to take views away from him. That's stealing. No. Basically, no.
That's basically, yes. You're trying to do it with the intent to steal.
This is an oversimplification, for starters. Second, the primary question is going to be about whether or not the content was transformative.
No, that's not going to be the primary. The primary, well, at least a big part of it's going to be your intent when watching it. What are you talking about? What? You're saying something, you don't know if that's true. You're just talking. Yeah, no, as a primary, it's what are you talking about? You're just talking. You're just saying something. That's not. I doubt that that's actually what's going to happen.
Again, like
you say so.
I wish I could get into it in more detail, and
you can't.
Want to, and I will eventually. But I'm not trying to be Ethan, my lawyers can't do shit Klein. This is a genuine person. I'm not into the whole thing, but if Ethan's point is that you made money on YouTube and the re-uploads, which I heard online, why doesn't he just claim the revenue? Sorry for the question. Because I didn't upload anything to YouTube. XQC uploaded it and got like 1 million views. Asmongold re-uploaded it, got 1 million views. I didn't re-upload it to YouTube. A fan channel re-uploaded it and got 2,000, 3,000 views. I didn't re-upload it. Currently, the only place that I have it up, if anyone would like to go see it and judge it for themselves, it's a highlight on my channel. It's a highlight on my Twitch channel. So, sorry, I'm new. Are these all just copyright suits? Wait, no, this chatter is good. No, session.
Sorry, I'm new. Are these all just copyright suits?
This chatter is good. Sorry about the...
This is not a real chatter. I don't know. What?
Yeah. Are all these copyright suits... are these all copyright suits? Because, man, he should not be posting this video if he wants to win.
I don't really... this idea that like when it comes to the law, Ethan is somehow completely inept. It's laughable to me. Even if you don't like him, I almost guarantee you that he knows what he's doing when it comes to like the law. So why are you pretending otherwise? It doesn't make any fucking sense to me at all.
I don't know what
Like, yeah, you're right.
compelled him to upload this video. I would much rather her speak on her case or her lawyer speak on her case, and whether or not this matters, whether or not getting up and peeing for 2 minutes matters in a fair use case. I'm not going to comment. Unfortunately for Ethan Klein.
Well, letting the video run is definitely going to matter because you cannot provide any commentary. Well, unless she was showing us her peeing, or maybe, I don't know. Maybe she'd have an argument that I have no fucking idea.
He can't use it against me because, like a good little girl, I went to the bathroom to relieve myself, as he states, before watching the content nuke.
But it's not before, right? We already know that it's during the content nuke. So what you're saying is stupid. But okay, you say so.
So, brutal for him.
Up next is Denims. Relying on you to stay.
0 out of 10. 0 out of 10. Oh, Nightmare on Denim Street. That was not good. That was not good.
Well, it's a little bit good, only because, you know, you have, say, like Denim Street in your background, so it's a little silly.
She remembered to write her name. That's a sign that a community member gave when I had a P.O. box. Or maybe it was at a TwitchCon. I'm blanking right now, but that is what? It's not good. And then also he puts like the chair, but like I don't understand the. Well, sorry, I do understand. I understand the purpose of lying. Lying is OP.
I'm sure you do, yeah.
But you can pull up the highlight that I have on my channel right now of me reacting to the entirety of the content nuke. And as you can see, there's not a single moment where the chair is on the screen. If you have any concerns about this being a different video, it's up.
Is she just referencing like the re-upload she did and said, guys, there's nothing wrong here. I had it edited in a certain way. Is that what we're saying right now?
Up?
Can you imagine?
Gotcha, bitch.
Go ahead, proceed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, 7. It's happening.
Launch.
Thank God.
Launch.
4, 3.
It's saved. H3H2. Product.
Okay.
Enjoy.
And then this is the video starting right here. Sorry. I went.
Silo.
This is when the show ends, and then this is when the video starts. And then here's when it ends. I watched
He copywrote the Countdown podcast, dude. Did he really? That's funny.
the entirety of it, and
It doesn't really matter. She's still using it in fair use, I guess.
I was there the whole time. But yeah, put a chair in there, because why not?
Stay live. Denim said, quote.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Hasan has had people, like his fan channels, edit him still sitting in his chair, even when he gets up and he's out of his chair. So that might be one of the things that they do. I wouldn't doubt it. I don't really, who the fuck knows?
Well, guys,
I don't remember if Ethan made the claim that she got up during it, but if he has a picture of it or the video, which he might, then, you know, she's fucked.
It's as my
This whole optics play thing is just not going to work.
some of you might have realized, we're relying on you to stay alive is very clearly me reading a chat message. But again, I'm not trying to become Ethan, my lawyer can't do shit Klein. So no comment.
Content. Your content?
No comment. That's crazy, by the way, that I was able to get food and pee in 2 minutes time. I was kind of iconic. I must have not washed my hands. Are you
crazy?
Even watching the nuke? No, because it literally says count. And this is, dude, thank you to the me of the past that put all this fucking ugly shit on the screen. Content nuke drops at 1:30, countdown to 1:30 p.m. Like you can see, it literally shows that this is.
Oh, he put the countdown of the actual. Oh, so she watched the actual dropping of the content nuke. So that was okay. I didn't really put those two things together. So there was a content nuke, and then he also did a countdown. Did he do like a premiere video? He copyrighted it when they realized she was just watching the countdown stream in the suit. That's so funny. That's funny. Okay.
Is not.
Do I think that she actually thinks that the internet works like... No, I don't know what's going through her head. I think she might just be brain rotted, and like regardless... I mean, I guess it makes sense for her to play this bullshit optics play because maybe she can farm some money from her dumb fucking audience. I'm assuming that that has to be part of it. So
during the nuke. This is during the podcast. This is during their live show podcast. You know, the same podcast that he said, you're allowed to have all of my IP or whatever, this section.
or whatever's, yeah. And then in that whatever, he says you can't just like re-upload the full thing, you know, without any commentary. So I don't know who she's trying to convince, us or them. I don't know. But, you know, you do you. Wow, she like legitimately just watched like the entire countdown. That's fucking crazy. Is that what this is?
I was pissing. I left the screen open and I was pissing.
Yeah, or whatever's carrying a lot of weight. That's fucking for real.
When I was watching the H3 podcast, the H3 Live podcast, this same H3 Live podcast.
Here's to all the industrial entrepreneuring spirits out there. I am opening our IP to the world. This is a message with peace and love.
You can now make your own H3 podcast. That's right, everyone.
I guess you. That's not what I mean.
Oh,
that's
okay.
not what I mean. No.
Gotcha.
You can't make a fake H3 podcast. Although you probably could actually, because I don't think anyone would mistake it.
I mean, if it's a parody, you can do whatever you want.
Anyone would mistake it. So our IP is open. I got inspired by Hasan. He has the Hasan industrial complex.
Yeah, I think part of that complex is that they have people who they pretend are just fan channels re-upload their content. So they can be like, guys, that's not me. That's not me. This is different. This is different. It's okay.
Well, I want the Ethan industrial complex. I think it's a good idea. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
And it's actually crazy how like many people are
I love how Denims is basically using the same strategy and of this like this industrial complex. And she's like, this is not a thing. This is not a thing, guys. What are you talking about?
seemingly making a decent living from having their own club.
Well, I guess she doesn't actually say that, but she's pretending to be like ignorant of it. She's just part of the complex, I think, where they like run the fan channels in some capacity, or they see revenue from it. I almost guarantee you that they see fucking revenue.
Channels of him. So, if you want to cut up clips from the podcast, from our members live, from anything with me in it, go for it, man. Monetize.
So no, the real question is, does she only watch clips, or does she know what she's? I think that they mostly watch clips. That's why she does these optics. Like she's like clip farming in the way that she talks about stuff. It's because I think that she only really watches it's and like her fans only really watch clips.
I will not claim. I will not remove. I will not do anything. I mean, to be fair, it's basically been my policy. I don't claim or remove anything really at all.
But now you're making it explicit.
Yeah. The only time I'll remove something is like if it's just a wholesale re-uploading of like.
Why isn't she censoring this? What happened?
Like an episode.
Except it wasn't a wholesale re-uploading, obviously, as evidenced by.
It was just malicious. That's it. So huge diff. Well, there is a huge difference. Still wrong though, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
The fact that my stream was 4 hours long and his content nuke was 2 hours long.
Crazy.
So it literally couldn't have been a wholesale re-upload.
That's
just by numbers alone.
Just by numbers.
More importantly, again,
I love numbers, baby. Can I jump onto this rope? Oh, I can. I love numbers.
He then says like anything with me on it. And he later tried to clarify and say, well, I was just talking about the podcast. That's the reason why I'm saying I was watching his podcast when I got up to pee. The thing that he opened the doors for. Maybe you were peeing for 2 hours. Yeah. Yep.
Mr. 305.
Look at this guy. He literally said that's not what you're being sued for. I know it's hard to follow. I know it's hard to follow.
But that's not what you're being sued for. You're being sued because for being malicious.
But we weren't talking about what he's suing me for. We were talking about me getting.
Is her video meant to have the screen? I think it is, yeah. Oh, I had it down. Sorry.
Up and peeing during the live show. And I was clarifying that he opened up.
Wait, what?
Up and peeing. But we weren't talking about what he's suing me for. We were talking about me getting up and peeing during the live show.
I love to pee.
And I was clarifying that he opened up his live podcast. I know following things is just so hard when you don't want to listen at all. But like, we're not commenting about that right now.
Take a look at the title of her Twitch stream.
Again, for legal reasons, no comment. Nothing to say.
Ethan Klein Hasan content nuke watch party. A watch party? I don't think that's fair use. Now Denims, of course.
I'm not going to litigate this part on the internet.
Okay. Then why are you watching this at all?
I'm not going to
Also, why didn't she censor this part?
Litigate this part on the internet. Nope.
Queen of self-owned.
This part is amazing. And
that's true. The keywords is cut up. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could argue if she doesn't give any like commentary that's actually relevant to the video, But again, I think it's like the primary, the foundation is going to be the malicious aspect of it. You know, like she's maliciously stating that she's just watching it to take away views.
This part we can comment on a little bit. I'm so excited.
Never disappoints.
I want to be clear on my opinion on like filler content and stuff. Like I think filler content, like you shouldn't do it. I know I do it. Oh, sorry. Before we continue, really quickly, I'm going to call back again.
Can I kill this guy? Or is this bad?
To what I said earlier about how Reactgate during this era, of Reactgate, you have to understand, and people who were around at the time knew this, and Ethan knows this, but he's being disingenuous here and pretending like this was a conversation about legality, but this was a conversation about morality.
I think pooping.
And it always was a conversation about morality. That's
JXC, I believe, the person that Hasan just like pretty much watched this person's video on stream while he ate food instead of actually giving a transformative reaction to it. And then someone else re-uploaded it, guys. It wasn't actually him. It wasn't actually Hasan.
That's why we're at 1721. That's why at around the same time, this guy, Lamini, the guy who put together that video on the Kennedy shooting, when he talks about it, what does he say? He says,
reacting to my videos, but I do mind when they play the entirety of my video. A face cam in the corner or the occasional interruption does nothing to address that issue. My video is still being played from beginning to end in someone else's stream or video. It's neither ethical nor necessary to feature the entirety of someone else's work. Or, you know, they could do the bare minimum and ask for permission. Something that...
Why would a creator talking about legality ask about the bare minimum and asking for permission? It's because he wasn't talking about legality. It's because the conversation wasn't focused on legality.
Oh my god, this whole legality argument. I don't know what is the point of saying this? Is this are you trying to redirect your viewers' brains to think that because they weren't talking about legality, that means that Ethan doesn't have a legal case? It doesn't matter. This distinction or clarification is irrelevant. You know, it's so interesting. I just paused the recording and I took a piss. Isn't that incredible? Isn't it incredible? That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Hey, how would you guys feel if we did the rest of the reaction like this? Right, this. You ready?
Legality.
We'll do experiment.
The conversation was focused on morality or like ethical reacts. That was always the conversation. That's the same conversation being had here in this debate. You have to understand this is not a conversation about whether or not something is or is not fair use. This is a conversation about what feels like
Wait, does this make it better? Does it make it better? Does this make it incredible?
An ethical react and what feels like an unethical react. It has this conversation has absolutely nothing to do with legality. This debate that happened years ago during React,
you don't like it?
Had absolutely nothing to do with legality. Okay?
Wow, yeah,
I want to be clear on my opinion on like filler content and stuff. Like I think filler content, like you shouldn't do it. I know I do it as a React streamer. And I try to do it only when I do it with like Vox videos or Vice videos and stuff like that. Because at least I'm not like directly ripping.
Is it better?
From one content creator and not like a whole team and stuff. And most of those videos have like 5 million views. I only get like 500 viewers. Like
we're experimenting. Be vocal about it. We'll see. We'll give it a couple minutes. We'll see.
Again, this doesn't matter in the context of fair use or in the context of a legal argument because it's not a legal argument. It's a conversation about ethical react. Reactgate was always not, it was never about the law of fair use. It was always about whether or not something was
I mean, it kind of was about the law of fair use, no?
Ethical. It was always whether or not something was an ethical react.
Whoa.
All right?
Did I ethically kill that guy, Denims?
You're fried, chatter. You know, our law is an extension of our moralities, right? So they aren't that different. Absolutely incorrect, okay?
Hey, guys. Are laws an extension of morality? No, incorrect. That's actually not true. I don't know how that's not true, but it's not true, apparently.
Just because our legal system tries to work around our moral system doesn't make them not that different.
Well, it kind of does, though. Work around? What does that even mean?
Jaywalking is suddenly an abhorrent crime.
What? What?
An abhorrent, morally reprehensible crime.
Jaywalking is bad because it's dangerous. You could get hit by a car. I'm not understanding what's happening. What?
To jaywalk. But cheating on your spouse is totally fine because it's not illegal.
Well, it's not illegal. It's wrong. But it can help you in a suit like when you get a divorce and like the actual like whatever legal nonsense. But okay. Gotcha. I don't understand what the point we're making here is.
Just use your brain. Come on, please. Just use your brain. Okay.
Sorry,
but yeah,
can't do
this
it.
is a
I'm too
conversation about
silly.
ethical React, and I think again, all of us here can agree. It would feel worse as a YouTube.
Hey guys, are you ethically redacted?
Content creator, ethically, to watch your video get ripped and then repost it on YouTube and get millions of views, versus being like a news anchor on CNN and then seeing that somebody else reacted to a segment and then uploaded it on YouTube, right? Like I would gamble, maybe I'm incorrect, that the news anchor feels next to nothing seeing Hasan.
Again, the news anchor argument doesn't matter. Hey guys, we have laws against driving into the influence. Should we get rid of those too?
Reels and shorts and whatever. I would argue that I don't even need to argue it. A lot of YouTube content creators have been really upset with their content being used.
What?
A lot of content creators. So yeah, this is a conversation about ethical reacts. This is not illegal. I'm done saying the same thing over and over and over again.
Okay. I think the defense here is that Ethan could potentially use this as a way to go like, look, this is how Denims feels about this and it's wrong, or some kind of hypocrisy. Her continuously saying ethical react, it doesn't do anything for anything. All right. I wish that would happen. End of my suffering.
You guys got it.
I think it's just an optics win.
You guys understand. Like, I'm taking maybe 50 views from the video. It's a lot harder to feel like, I guess, bad about that. Whereas like, I would feel very bad about doing that to like a single content creator. The majority of people say that they literally wouldn't watch Hell's Kitchen unless I was streaming it. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm reacting hard enough. You know, I'm sure if you click on a random part in the video, I might not be saying anything, sure, whatever.
Well, you don't say anything for most of it when you watch Hell's Kitchen, but...
And I might walk away from the screen. But it's about like the communal thing. It's why like fucking Toast started streaming Death Note. It's not about the actual show at a certain point. It's the same reason you watch shows without a conversation about fair use. I
don't know. I feel like people only watch those things because they're there to watch that on Twitch with their comfort streamer. It's not fair use though, but okay.
Of course, everybody knows watching anime or watching TV shows, it's on shaky ground. Watching anything produced by news networks, or sorry, not news networks, like anything on that plays on cable, or anime, you probably shouldn't watch it, right?
Okay.
Because they will go after you.
Sure.
Because again, who wants to fight Disney?
Are you trying to say that you should be able to react? I don't know. Who wants to fight Disney? Yeah, but you would just be watching it. There'd be no meaningful commentary that you can give onto it. It's also made on a different platform with a different in. To make a Disney movie, there's quite a bit you have to have behind it. To make a YouTube video, you don't really have to. Anybody can make a YouTube video. But okay, sure.
Even if you could,
I mean, again, I could see why people that make YouTube videos may want to go after people that react to them. But also, what the fuck is the point of this?
Your work wasn't.
I just you think that watching Death Note on stream would be okay.
Fact transformative.
Well, Hasan just says he doesn't care about IP laws, so.
And you watched like a Disney movie, or you watched parts of a Disney movie and you uploaded it to YouTube, and it was very...
Yeah, I like that. It's true. She doesn't want to try to steal from... So you only want to try to potentially steal from smaller creators that aren't as big as Disney? Don't go after the corporations, guys. Just go after the small creators, okay?
Very transformative. You want to go up against Disney, right? Is this a sarcastic post? Is any content ethical? I'm a journalist who sees Hasan and Asman rip cable news coverage to... Oh, okay. So I don't think it's sarcastic. It drives me crazy because those views could be going towards media outlets. I don't think this person is being sarcastic. I think they might be fried. Okay.
Whoa, fried.
With your friends. You want to watch it with other people.
Whoa, so then invite them over your house.
A lot of people go to watch streamers on Twitch for their React content almost as a curator. So they don't actually want to go through YouTube themselves and watch a bunch of videos, and they probably never will.
Whoa.
They'll go through YouTube and click a bunch of videos. They like going to Twitch because they like to have it as like, this streamer is curating fun content that I want to watch.
Like, I'm sorry.
I can't.
I think it's shady that she's using a GoFundMe or using GFN that takes a percentage opposed to directing the donations to a more secure lawyer's trust that also assures donors the money is going to what it should. Oh, that's an interesting point. That's kind of an interesting point. Because if she's actually working with a lawyer, she could do that, right? And it would make sure all the money would go to her for the lawsuit. Unless she potentially wanted to be able to keep the money if the lawsuit How would that work? Like, if you do a lawyer's trust, would the money get instantly refunded? Like, maybe she's saying that she'll keep. I don't know. I wonder how that works. I wonder if there's like what's the legality around like a lawyer's trust? So it seems like there's some legalities around this, and I'm kind of just like quickly reading through it. So forgive me if I'm wrong, but you can only use the money for a lawsuit. So yeah, I wonder if the reason she's not doing it directly to a lawyer is if she doesn't have a lawyer, or if she potentially wants to be able to use the GoFundMe money for something else, because you can use it for like kind of whatever you want, I think. Or like if GoFundMe is reaching out saying like, hey, do you want to donate to a different charity? No. I wonder if there's something there, if this is, or maybe she's just so online brained, you know? Huh, interesting.
Cannot comprehend why Ethan Klein would make me look so fucking based by introducing all of these clips. He accidentally made me look so based. Someone sent me this. This is amazing. He made me look so based.
To any creator, make it like
that he made XQC agree with me.
Looks stuff. But I gotta be honest with you. This is just me personally talking, interacting with people that have these or whatever you call that. When they do that, whatever, that's a red flag. It's a red flag for me. It's genuinely a red flag.
Sorry, not this. Sorry, he's talking about eyeliner being a red flag. Sorry, not that, but that was pretty funny. No, sorry, this one. It's true. Eyeliner is a red flag. All right, let's go.
That in general, okay, reaction. It doesn't matter. Like
it doesn't matter, guys.
It doesn't really matter. The efforts.
Sorry, thank you guys for not banning this guy. No.
What the hell was that? Why did you click off? I like that XQC is now a lawyer.
Oh, got banned. Never mind. I don't really care enough anymore.
Putting in for people to cut them off or kind of fuck them over in the algorithm, whatever. The reality is that it's a pretty good exchange overall, and the videos always will thrive super hard unless you're deliberately cutting them off. But even then, it's what it is. Because I've always said this, and I'll say this every time. The interaction between a video and watching it is genuinely good. And I have the stats. Actually, you guys the stats last time. I have to prove it. Like it's genuinely good, but it's okay. I don't mind. Oh no, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy how.
What is it? Why the fuck do I care what XQC says?
I'll do as much Papega translating as I can do. Here is him, because XQC is obviously going to be predisposed to wanting to hate me or wanting to side with Ethan, right? There's more to gain there. So here he makes a stand.
I don't really think XQC tries to side with anybody, but I think he just talks about what he talks about, whether he's right or wrong.
Against me in a way that makes very little sense. Let's watch.
You can try to rationalize something and make the worst argument possible. Guys, when I rationalized it, at least because I'm not a fuckhead, I have a good like entry level like just thought process, because it's logical that I'm not trying to fuck somebody over.
Sorry, me saying I know I use filler content and it's not good. It's me coping.
Dude, this is like the laziest reactor ever. Agreeing with her.
Me building excuses. I'm explicitly saying that I do it. Like why? I don't even. All right.
But that is just a stupid argument.
Have like 5 million views. I only get like 500 viewers. And then like the Vox views, or sorry, the Vox and Vice videos that I was talking about versus how many views my videos or my stream gets versus how many video views the YouTube channel gets or whatever. It's again, this was a conversation about ethical react. This was never a conversation about legality. Okay. So yeah, my claim there is not, it's okay that I'm doing it because I only get a couple viewers. It's the level of harm that is being contributed is significantly less in the instance where someone gets very few viewers versus someone getting a lot of viewers. AKA, sorry, let me wrap this in a nice like.
Fucking Jesus, she's so boring.
Wrap this with a bow. Asmongold getting 2 million views on a video where he just is re-uploading it and adding very little or.
Well, I'd never seen Asmongold barely add anything to a video.
XQC doing the same contributes a lot of harm. A smaller content creator getting like 100 views on a YouTube video.
Wait, holy fuck, is she stupid? I have to re-listen to this.
Where he just is this in a nice like wrap this with a bow. Asmongold getting 2 instance where that is being contributed is significantly less in the instance where someone gets very few viewers versus someone getting a lot of viewers. AKA, sorry, let me wrap this in a nice like wrap this with a bow. Asmongold getting 2 million views on a video where he just is re-uploading it and adding very little, or
He doesn't do that.
XQC doing the same contributes
I don't like Asmongold either. XQC probably does that, yeah.
a lot of harm. A smaller content creator getting like 100 views on a YouTube video contributes significantly less harm. All I was saying was some things are worse than others. That's
dude, I don't even understand the point that she's making. Why are we talking about re-uploading the video without adding anything to it? I don't really...
That's all that statement meant. But he's trying so hard to push back against me that he's like, you're coping. That doesn't make sense what you're saying. Which, you know, it's funny. But check this out. Check this out. I'm taking maybe 50 views from the video. It's a lot harder to feel like, I guess, bad about that. Whereas like I would feel very bad about doing that to like a single content creator. The majority of people say that they literally wouldn't watch Hell's Kitchen unless I was streaming it. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm reacting hard.
It's so funny because like this whole, throughout the entire video, she's been censoring everything as like a pretend to cope that Ethan's going to go after her. But she knows that he wouldn't do that in general. Like everybody else has been reacting to it. And if he did go after her, if anything, oh, she's so fucking dumb. This is why it's so fucking stupid. The constant censoring in this video is a complete baby child game where she's like, I'm afraid Ethan's going to sue me more by reacting to this. But if she actually, but the specific aspect of the reason she's getting sued is the malicious nature argument, where she says she's trying to redirect views away from Ethan Klein's content nuke. So if she reacted to the video, gave enough transformative commentary to like the current nuke about suing her, if she reacted to that, the current nuke, with enough commentary, without the explicit saying I'm doing it maliciously, she's in the clear. And if Ethan did sue her for that, she would be able to use that in her lawsuit to say, hey, look, he's actually just targeting me. So her censoring this video, and again, this is her, I guarantee you she's working with this fan channel, is probably the biggest own that she could have possibly done to herself. Because if he did sue her, which he wouldn't, that would make her win the lawsuit, because then she could show it was just malicious on his part from the start. She's just so fucking stupid. It's insane to me.
Hard enough. You know, I'm sure if you...
But I think the editing's from a fan account. Not enough with the editing from a fan account thing. I don't believe that at all. This is not a fan. This is a fan account. She fucking runs the fan account.
Click on a random part in the video, I might not be saying anything, sure, whatever.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I might walk away from...
That's my argument. She literally watched the fucking argument, whatever, between me and Ethan, and she owned my shit. That is word for word exactly my argument that I made a while back. Again, and it is...
I don't know if I could tightrope walk that, but hey, what are you gonna do?
Now the Papega tries to claim that my argument is actually an argument I stole from him. You ever spit so hard that like the person assumes that you stole their talking points? Let me see. When was the debate between Ethan and XQC React debate? When was that? Wait, hold up. Wait, is this real? This is really funny.
XQC debates are some of my...
This is the Hasan reaction. This is to the debate. This was a year ago, August 8th, 2023. The debate on the screen that he's showing of me, by the way, chat, I don't even have it on hand anymore. I don't remember. Okay, I think it's this. The debate he showed of me, chat, was February 2022. XQC really tried to say you pre-watched my content somehow a year before I made the
Oh my god, why is she fake laughing?
content. You pre-watched my opinions a year before me. Do you know how bad it is? Like, just on like the public front, that my argument was so based for a streamer, for a Twitch streamer, and for Twitch viewers that XQC assumed that I stole it from him. Please watch. 50 views from the video, it's a lot harder to feel like, I guess, bad about that. Whereas like I would feel very bad about doing that to like a single content creator. The majority of people say that they literally wouldn't watch Hell's Kitchen unless I was streaming it. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm reacting hard enough. You know, I'm sure if you click on a random part in the video, I might not be saying anything, sure, whatever. I might walk away from...
That's my argument. She literally watched the fucking argument, whatever, between me and Ethan, and she owned my shit. That is word for word exactly my argument that I made a while back. Again, and it is stolen to the T, brother.
Screen, but it's about like the... I stole his argument in 2022 when he made the argument in 2023. Oh my god, that's amazing. That's incredible. Oh my god, wait, you...
So cool. This is so fucking boring. Holy shit. I don't understand this performative fake laugh. Like, she's really trying to hammer in this point. Like, oh, okay, if what she's saying is true, oh, XQC is wrong about that one. Okay, cool. It's not really like this huge fucking orgasm cum festival that we have to pretend that it is. But like that's most of the, I guess, the entertainment. Again, this is a clip for her. Like she's speaking in Twitter clips right now. That's the whole point of this. Like that's the whole point of the whole fucking thing here.
You guys have to see the chat. The chat's hilarious here. The communal thing. It's why like fucking Toast started streaming Death Note. It's not about the actual show at a certain point. It's the same reason you watch shows with your friends. You want to watch it with other people. A lot
Same reason you jack off the porn with your friends. You just want to do it with other people. Am I right, guys?
of people go to watch streamers on Twitch for their React content almost as a curator. So they don't actually want to go through YouTube themselves and watch a bunch of videos, and they probably never will go through.
It's more of the chat experience. You can give yourself the credit as a streamer, but it's more of the chat thing, right?
Damn.
It's more of the
I shot Nobu. What the fuck, dude? Oh, Nobu's dead. That's sad. Let's continue this video.
back and forth between.
Do you know how bad you have to fuck up as Ethan Klein that you make a video trying to own me by putting in these like this own compilation, and it's so bad that it's a bunch of people saying I'm right,
chat or whatever, and all the live interaction with the chat rather than just the streamer shit. The streamer shit is
like she's right,
I'm not riding a horse anymore in this game. I'm refusing to ride any other horse. I fucking hate this game.
he's right, she's right, she's wrong, but she's still right.
it's kind of irrelevant. I gotta keep it public.
This is XQC's chat, dude.
It's a very low factor.
For YouTube and click a bunch of videos. They like going to Twitch because they like to have it as like, this streamer is curating fun content that I want to watch.
Like, I'm sure
From
it
the people that I've talked to, the people who watch Twitch content are specifically there to watch it so they don't
Somehow
have
you
to
wear no
scroll
straight
through
denims
YouTube and
and no
find a
one
video they
exchanged
like.
shit is
If
about to
someone
go down.
What? So you're the curator? Is that what the argument is? What a stupid asshole argument.
How can we be sure you were not a time traveler, Sust?
well, someone watches content. I already said this. If someone watches content on someone else's stream, there is a very low likelihood that they're going to go watch it separately and give you like the view or the like.
Yeah, but low-key though, you need to always remember though, like you can say, yo, I'm gonna go watch this video at my friend's house, right? But
this is the best part of it. Like, here's the thing, right, chat? I said this already. I made a tweet and people were like trying to accuse me of not having ever been a juicer. And like, I'm a juicer at heart, or I've watched a couple XQC streams. I'm more of like, I'm an XQC fan the way that I'm a Hasan fan. I don't really watch the streams.
What? You're right. That's I don't care what you say next. It's the most dishonest thing you've ever said in your entire life. You are the #1 Hasan guzzler, only because Destiny wouldn't fuck you. What is she talking about here?
But I like the content, and the few times that I've clicked in, I've been having a good time. But
What? I don't know what I'm doing.
sorry to
here.
get off on like a tangent really quickly,
Hey, kill
but
this
I
guy.
want to go over this. He had this
He won't see me.
tweet recently about BLM or something. Let me see if I could find it. It was brutal.
He saw me.
No. Here we go. This old tweet from XQC saying, it's a shame that it even has to be stated, but of course Black Lives Matter. We fucking love you. Keep fighting the good fight so everyone understands this. I want everyone to feel safe, respected, and have the same opportunities to do great. And this is from 2020. And then he made this post, obviously 2025, June 10th, 2025. The replies on this really give good insight on how much fact-checking is being done on X these days. Most of the replies are saying he changed. Not even a single person verified if the tweet was real. And then it's this, wait, the tweet is real. And I tweeted this and said, when you've changed so much you can't recognize your own tweets, we just want our juicer back.
What is happening here?
And people were like, you're not a juicer, stop, how dare you? And it's like, dog, I defended him against Adept, okay? I always said during that saga,
I don't give a fuck.
Said like, I'm not going to cover this. It's the same way I'm not going to cover like the NMP Milena divorce thing. I'm not going to cover it. I'll cover the very, very like most surface level. And my statement there was the same as the
That sounds like all of your coverage, yes.
statement that I had about NMP and Milena, which is, if you contributed a substantial amount to the stream and the stream was in fact different because of you, then of course you're entitled. With Milena and NMP, Milena was the one organizing a lot of these events. She was helping run the YouTube channel. She was helping organize the band councils.
Who the fuck is Melina? What are we talking about here?
And a lot of people agree she deserves financial compensation for all of the work that she did. And I think, and this was my take at the time, if XQC's ex-girlfriend, if Adept was also doing that, like she was organizing these streams, she was coming up with these ideas, she was setting all of these shows up, like she was doing like the back end caring stuff, yeah, of course, then I would think that she deserves that. But from my understanding, from what she said and what from he said, she wasn't doing that.
I can't believe the fucking horse is dead. This is terrible.
In which case, it's harder to be like, yeah, I think you deserve half or whatever. Like, no, I think you deserve the amount that you put in. You put in this much emotionally, you deserve that amount, right? With Milena is very obviously, she carried the shit out of that stream. She put in so much love and like soul and heart in that. And that's why I defended, that's why I've, been in Milena's corner, but I was in XQC's corner at the time. So anyways, off topic, super off topic. Just wanted to point that out. This is a classic juicer moment. This is why I like the
a classic juicer moment. Holy fuck.
XQC stream. I know. I don't think XQC is malicious. I think he'll come around. Okay. I think once this Gamergate era is over, I think he'll come around. But this is the peak XQC experience. If you don't understand why people like XQC, here it is. This is what it is. Separately, and give you like the view or the like.
Yeah, but low-key though, you need to always remember though, like you can say, yo, I'm gonna go watch this video at my friend's house, right? But the friend's house is full of people, right?
Friend's house is full of people.
People aren't. Oh, guys, I'm gonna go watch it with her only.
I'm gonna watch it with her
only.
only.
Think of the chat almost as the exact same thing, but it's a lot more people.
Yeah, it sounds like he's making a point of like there's a difference between going to a friend's house and watching with a few people or even like your family. Versus you having like 500 people watching you.
Think of the chat, but the same
appealing.
thing. More people.
How do you
It's
not
appealing.
Guys, it's
and then you get into a conversation like when does it go from being just a group of like family to like a large audience kind of a thing where it's no longer justifiable. I mean, definitely have 500 viewers.
I'm just saying, you need to give credit.
You need to give credit.
How do people watch on a daily basis? I have no fucking idea.
Friends in the room that
It's actually insane.
watching something together. That's the
Damn,
chat.
nice shot.
Literally.
The friends in the room together. That's the chat.
It includes a streamer, sure, but it's, I think, marginally smaller.
The people who are watching, who knows what that meant? Who knows? Content on Twitch, curated Twitch content on Twitch, aren't necessarily people that would be watching content on YouTube. Dude, while he was talking about that, and there's a bunch of question marks in the chat, everyone is confused what the fuck he's talking about. That's a classic. Yeah. That's the classic XQC viewing experience. Anyways, notice how he has nothing to say, no comment. The thing with Twitch versus YouTube is that these are like different market segments.
Not really. Streaming versus video segments are different markets, but YouTube versus Twitch not so much. There might be a different type of stream enjoyer that engages with both, but you're saying is fucking stupid.
I mean, a good sort of like experiment you can do.
It's just like it's like they have to guzzle Twitch's cum too. They have to like tell you guys Twitch is so amazing and come up with dumb fucking arguments for why Twitch is better. Also,
when you're on your phone or you get home or you want to play a video game and you want some entertainment on the side. How many of you open YouTube first, and how many of you open Twitch first, and how many?
I open Twitch. Well, not Twitch. I open live streams first. Like I usually don't like to watch videos. I'll try to watch Brick and Ermin actually sometimes. When I'm like working and looking, I'll watch like Brick and Urban or something. It's so that you watch a person. It's about live streams, not really about the platform that you go on to. It's more about the live streams. They might have different audiences, but that's what it is. People that like videos are going to generally like videos. People who like streams are going to generally like streams, but there's obviously going to be crossover for both. Yada 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 yada. But people like streamers because there's like there's like a comforting. It's like a person to kind of like be around and like interact with. Kind of, it's almost like you're on your phone while you're watching a fucking show or something.
How many of you never open Twitch, and how many of you never open YouTube? You have an entertainment platform that you prefer to go to first, and in some extreme cases, you don't even want to go to the other entertainment platforms. There's a lot of people that watch Twitch that they open Twitch first, they look and find if there's any stream that they like, and if they can't find a single stream, they go through all their streamers and they're like, no, I don't care about this, I don't care about this, I don't care about that, fuck. I don't care about any of this stuff.
What is it?
Then some people might go to YouTube, some people might just close it, and just be like, I'll just listen to some music. The point that I'm making in that is, and this is a point that Ethan Klein made when he was talking about how he judges Twitch streamers and YouTube.
What point is she fucking trying to make? I don't understand.
Differently, right? Because there are different market segments. The average Twitch viewer or the average Twitch chatter might not be someone that spends a lot of time on YouTube, right? Now, again, this is not about legality. This is about like market segments. Well, part of it is about legality because then you can talk about market substitutes and everything, but
she's just fucking filibustering. Holy fuck, it's just yapping.
I don't want to get, again, too deep into the actual lawsuit because
I use YouTube throughout the day. I use Twitch in the evening.
I would rather leave the YouTube.
What the fuck?
sorry, I would rather leave the lawsuit to my lawyer.
Yeah,
but
leave my balls
yeah,
to my
all I'm
penis.
talking about is the fact that what I was discussing in that interview, or like in that debate, was the fact that
Fucking Jesus Christ.
these are different market segments. There's something very wrong, and this was at the time when people were re-uploading full VODs or like full segments, and they were changing basically nothing. Like it'd be like 10 minutes more, 20 minutes more. I think the most egregious was XQC
20 minutes more can be great. It depends on how long the video was in the first place.
re-uploading a video, and it was 10 minutes more than the original video, and that was it.
How long was the original video?
And it was
10
bad,
minutes?
and it was like the same thumbnail, the same title. It was just XQC's
crazy.
face on it, and it got like as many views as the original video. And at the time, what I said was like this: there are people who are going to YouTube who are absolutely going to, whether accidentally or intentionally, click the XQC video instead of the original video. And once you watch the XQC version of that video, you're probably not going to watch the original on YouTube.
Okay.
The
what is your point?
difference with that in Twitch stream.
That's what Hasan did. That's why the whole JXE thing turned into something, because Hasan was just watching someone else's video without any commentary, really, and just fucking eating fucking cereal.
Is the type of person that goes to Twitch versus the type of person that goes to YouTube first. This is about market segments. That's the conversation I was trying to have. So, yeah. It's not that.
The average Twitch viewer wasn't interested in YouTube videos like she claims. Why would she react to YouTube videos? That's a decent point. Well, her argument's going to be they wouldn't watch it unless somebody was watching it with them.
Complicated of like a conversation. It's pretty simple.
She's just talking to talk. She's not making
trying
any
to
point.
reframe this and pretend like this has anything to do with like legal fair use, when again, this was only about ethics. What you're saying is the consumption model is a bit different between the two. Sort of, yeah. But okay. The people that I've talked to, the people who watch Twitch content are specifically there to watch it so they don't have to scroll through YouTube and find a video they like. If someone watches content, I already said this, if someone watches content on someone else's stream, there is a very low likelihood that they're going to go watch it separately and give you like the view or the like. Or the people who are watching content on Twitch, curated Twitch content on Twitch, aren't necessarily people that would be
My horse is dead. There's no more horses anymore.
watching content on YouTube. The worst part is there are other people who've watched this clip and they had nothing to say. They had no comment. Because again, nothing I said there was incorrect. What I'm talking about there is about ethics and about the type of viewer that goes to Twitch versus YouTube. It's not about fair use. None of it is about fair use. None of it is about whether or not you're legally allowed to do something. If I tell you, oh, jaywalking isn't immoral, there is nothing morally wrong with jaywalking. That's not me telling you you should go jaywalk and get a ticket from a cop. That's not me saying that that's legal to do. That's me saying there's nothing immoral about jaywalking. That's it. That's the whole sentiment. That's the whole statement. Me saying there is something more immoral about the re-upload onto YouTube is very different from me saying whether or not that's legal. Those are different statements.
Like, I'm stealing this content because I want to.
I didn't say that.
Coping, even though I know it's stealing. When people watch it with me, they're definitely not going to go watch the original. Like, you are way too...
No comment. No comment. Again, I have to repeat it as many times as I must, but I refuse to be Ethan, my lawyer can't do shit Klein.
Suing for copyright.
Worm for the cello.
I think that she's just saying that because she has no actual argument against what he's saying. So she's like, oh, no comment, no comment, no comment.
This is the fairest use. We need a new category legally. This is the fairest use. Yeah, we're transforming Mayor Cat. Oh my God, I just want to squeeze you until you explode, Mayor. Did you hear that, Mayor Cat? Yes, Mayor Cat. Yes. We get to fight Ethan Klein in a court of law. Now, unfortunately for Ethan, I think there might have been one misstep on Ethan's part, which is, as most of you know, this is this lawsuit was something that he did to threaten people that he didn't like. There's a reason that even before the information became public, he was very happy to dox us. And I think one thing he didn't know was the only reason I wasn't going as hard as I could have been going was because of doxing purposes. And now that I'm already doxed, there's nothing stopping me. I didn't obviously want to talk about it because I don't want to tell people the reason why, but you were doxed. I mean, yeah, he even though the statements were in fact not public at the time of making this video, like these were not public documents that you could find, because I haven't even been served the papers yet. The primary reason why I wasn't interested, or
So then how'd she get doxxed? Because wouldn't lawsuits be public in some capacity? Or how would she get doxxed?
Only major reason why I wasn't interested in going super, super, super hard.
Because you knew you were going to lose.
Was because, again, doxing. And now that I'm doxed, it's like...
How did she get doxxed?
Wait, I can pursue as many legal obstacles as I want, or like I can pursue as much legal action as I want. Okay, you want to fight this fight? All right, Ethan, sure, let's go. Sure, why not? You want to open this door? All right. So, yeah, I mean, this is what he wants to do. This is what we can do.
Is she saying that she's gonna sue him for defamation or something now? Oh, the lawsuits are public and have a name on it, but she keeps saying that they didn't send the papers out yet. So then how would they get? Okay.
All right. Okay. And I just want to say, can we get another fucking let's go? Can we get another let's fucking go? We hit 15K. I just want to say again, thank you for all the support. Like, it really means a lot. So again, if you have $5, $10, $20, if you have anything that you can spare, I would really, really appreciate it. Obviously, already am speaking to lawyers and everything. And what I'm very excited about with this defense fund is that, one, now that I'm doxxed, I can go as hard as I want. Like, I can pursue this as far as I want. Because the only reason that I didn't want to pursue it that hard, or the only thing that was holding me back hardcore was, you know, concern about, you know, all of my information being public. And now that it's public, because of Ethan Klein, I can pursue this. I can pursue this as far as I'd like to pursue this. And the only thing stopping me from pursuing this as far as I'd like to is financials. So there's obviously...
Ethan posted links to doc, but he redacted their the address. The only thing it has is the legal names. Oh, so then what is she talking about? I don't... She's like lying? Like... What does she mean by docs? Is she just trying to say because her legal like first and last name is out there that's like a substantial amount of doxing that she was waiting for? It's obviously not true. It would be her address that she would be like having an issue with. What is she talking about?
I cannot share with you guys until actions have been made certain by my legal team. But, you know, there's a couple different ways that we can go with this, and I plan to keep all of you posted with every single bit that I can. So, yeah, I love this type of person. You're really claiming you didn't sue him earlier because you didn't want him to know your name?
He puts all of his actual malice on one YouTube page.
That's
He's
insane.
a thoughtful guy.
Oh, okay, then just post your full name and your address then. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Getting doxxed.
What's so funny is that this person just said name.
Know your name? Yeah, I love this type of person. You're really claiming you didn't sue him earlier because you didn't want him to know your name?
All of his actual malice on...
That's it. She says name. So she's not even referring to her own address, and she knows that. Or she would have clarified her address was hit as well.
One YouTube page.
That's
He's a
insane.
thoughtful guy.
Oh, okay, then just post your full name and your address then.
Well, why? It sounds like only your name got released. So...
I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Getting doxxed. You wouldn't mind sharing it since it doesn't matter, since it's not that big of a barrier to entry. If I had legal damages, I'd be, oh, you would be fine with like swatting. You would be fine with like your dog getting shot.
What is she talking about? Her address wasn't even leaked. She's saying because her fucking first and last name is out there, that's like this massive fucking doxing case. This is so stupid. My God.
You'd be fine with pizza boxes. You'd be fine with threatening. You would be fine with all of that if you had legal damages. Stop being so full of shit. Okay? Go take some laxatives and stop being so full of shit.
Oh, it's so funny.
You can hate me and just be a normal dumb person and hate me. Okay? Don't be this pathetic. Don't be this pathetic. All right. I just got here, but will you be able to work with Casey and Frogan against his murder? But Casey, I mean, I can't really comment on what that might look like. It's with a lot of cases like this, if there's a lot of overlap, it's possible for people to work together, defendants to work together. Unfortunately, we don't all have the same case because what maybe I did or what maybe somebody else did might be considered fair use and something else might not be. It's hard to say. I mean, you would have to put this in front of a fucking court, in front of a lawyer and see what they think. But it is possible that maybe we could work together on some fronts. Again, it's hard to say. So, yeah. Are you still suing Ethan in the other suit? Well, now nothing is stopping me from doing that. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens.
Now nothing has stopped me. Didn't you just say, Ethan, do you want to go? But it doesn't make any sense. Just before she was posturing, like a minute ago, she was posturing about how, oh, Ethan, you want to play this game? Now I'm not held back. I'm going to sue you. And then someone's like, oh, you're going to sue him? And she's like, oh, we'll see. What?
That's genuine question. How did he dox you? He only showed your name. No, he only showed your name. That's not really doxing.
I mean, kind of not really. Like, I mean, you could. The problem is that she's already set herself up for like a failure, because when she was talking about being doxxed, she literally said to the person, she's like, "Oh, release your name and address then," but like she knows it was just her address, so it makes her look like a fucking idiot.
You know his name. You're actually like an idiot. Like I don't.
Why? What makes that person an idiot? What?
I don't know what to tell you. You're actually.
What do you mean?
Actually an idiot. Doxing.
Wait, what?
No, he only showed your name. That's not really doxing. You know his name. You're actually like.
I mean, it might still be considered doxing, but you're making it seem like he doxed. Like this is the problem. This is like the word weird. Doxing is like the word weird. They're just like, oh, that's weird, but they really mean that there's some kind of like intense predatory thing there. Same thing goes, they dox me. It's like, okay, well, they release your first and last name in a lawsuit. Like, it's not really that big of a deal. It's not the same thing as releasing your fucking address. So,
an idiot. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You're actually.
I'm making it seem like he dangerously released my address without saying it. But you're saying he didn't release my address? Oh, you're an idiot. Like, okay.
Doxing is the act of publicly providing personally identifiable information about an individual or organization, usually via the internet and without their consent. Guys, it's not my fault. It's not my fault that Denim's haters are so stupid, okay? I'm sorry. It's not. But anywho, again, I really do. It makes me sad that this is something that, you know, I can't be as brazen about in the way that I want to be. But
well, that's the problem, is you're too brazen and now you're getting sued. It's funny.
This is a pretty incredible document, and I thought we might have the time today. It ended up I reacted too hard, so it ended up taking the whole stream to get through this fucking bad video. So
how long do you stream per day? Isn't like the first like fucking
absolute morons?
I was scrolling through it. Let's see what we got here. Let's see the first. Okay.
Let's see if you're right.
She's just watching the majority report for the first hour. Wait, dude, she just plays someone else's content for the first hour of the stream. Then after an entire hour of just having on the majority, like Sam Cedar's majority report, she starts to talk. Then she puts herself on, and then she finishes her stream at 4 hours long altogether. What the fuck, dude? These people are too comfortable. What, like, how is this? What?
Since
She's just watching other people's stuff for a whole fucking hour. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. This is so embarrassing for her. What a fucking loser.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, it doesn't. You're so
Jesus
stupid,
Christ.
dude. You're fucking chatter. So tomorrow.
It's crazy that people like me can have a career with how I do content, but it's even fucking crazier that people like her can do content. This is fucking absurd. What the fuck?
Okay. Tomorrow we will be going through these sections of the lawsuit that I can talk about.
I don't think I'm ever going to be interested in that, to be honest with you. Why does it say I have to go here? What's over here?
These sections of the lawsuit that do not cover the basis of his legal argument, essentially. There's a lot. There's a lot of things in here that,
I'm gonna die, actually.
Like this. Denim's claims that propaganda does not require lying.
Whoa, crazy.
The Oxford English Dictionary disagrees and defines propaganda as the systematic dissemination of information, especially in a biased or misleading
Thank God she doesn't go over this lawsuit, because I have no interest in watching her read it.
way in order to promote a particular cause or point of view.
Right,
the
so I should
systematic dissemination of information in order to, because it says especially, which means it's not required. It just says especially, which means usually this is how it presents, but not always. In order to promote a particular cause or point of view. You don't have to lie.
We'll go with this
It
guy.
says it in what he posted. I'm not joking, guys, when I say this is the worst case of every accusation is a confession. The entire thing is cell phones. I'm not joking.
Cell phones? What the fuck?
I'm telling you guys now, I would gamble that there's a non-zero chance Ethan Klein wrote this himself and handed it to his lawyer, and his lawyer said, "You're not going to let me change it anyways." Sure, why not? And it's a bunch of this.
Okay.
I like this. Denims repeatedly invokes the online content creator Austinox without providing any further explanation on how it's relevant. There's another section that's really good. I'm trying to find it now. And this is, again, so much of this doesn't even... It's not relevant to a case. It's just not relevant to this case.
Okay.
It's the reason that this is so long is not because the case against me requires these 80 pages. It's because it's more expensive for me or for anybody else to have a lawyer sit down and read this. It's an attempt to waste as much of our money as possible. That's his goal.
Or maybe it's just trying to be incredibly thorough and have multiple points. This is usually how like law works, is you go extremely hard and meticulous because you know that you have to go crazy and then they go crazy and they meet in the middle, you know, right? Something like that's kind of the point. So they're getting everything that they can. And even if some of it gets dismissed, it's not just to run your pockets, so to speak. It's because he needs to give as much as he possibly can, even if not all of it gets used. It's for your lawyer to do.
And I think also like it's like a disgruntled ex writing their last love letter. Like it's him talking about how sad he is that like I'm not addressing every single point that he makes.
What? You have to address the points in court. What are you talking about?
Like he's venting to me and saying that he's upset and he's saying it's not fair. You didn't even talk about the fact that I brought this up.
Okay.
You didn't even.
This is like a fucking delusional tank. Holy shit. This is actually crazy. All right.
You didn't even say this. And so this area, Denims also carries water. Carries is spelled wrong.
This is so weird.
The synonym for
it's so interesting that she tries to make it seem like Ethan is like basically obsessed with her when she's constantly doing stuff to get his attention. If anybody's obsessed, it's her. Why else do you think that she's streaming disinformation about Ethan and his children? Because she wants his attention. She wants the money from it. So she got his attention, and this is where we're at now.
For cavities is the one that he used. CARIES. Carries water for Clancy. When Ethan critiques Clancy's obsession with e-girls on the platform, Denim seeks to excuse this lecherous behavior by making the tone-deaf claim about Clancy's obsession with e-girls as a sign of his virility. There's another section that says like, Denims claims she's going crazy watching my video and that I've lost my...
Why can't she stream longer? Like, she doesn't, what does she do in the background? She doesn't have, maybe she does have a boyfriend, but she doesn't tell anybody because then like people wouldn't watch her or donate to her anymore. You know, maybe that's it.
Mind or something like that. He also says that I'm not an e-girl at one point in this, by the way. I can't be an e-girl because I'm a content stealer because the content takes up more space on the screen than I take up. I know. I wish I could find the part. I'll prepare all these pages ahead of time so that we can do this tomorrow because it's a lot of really, like, this is really funny stuff. Like, so many parts of this are really, really fun. Like, specifically the areas where he brings up things that are totally irrelevant. Like, again, whether or not I'm an e-girl. Or, like, the image of let me just find it. First of all, the number of mentions of Hasan, but... this was also pretty funny. And then it was this one. I think this one's been making the rounds as well. All right. Oh my God. No, where is it? Husseini meets Adolf Hitler. And then he compares, I believe he compares Hasan to Husseini. Like al-Husseini, Hasan has used his massive platform to spread genocidal rhetoric about anyone advocating for the right of Jewish self-determination in their homeland. He also claims at one point that I'm bigoted by saying that anti-Zionism is not anti-Semitism. Please tune in, guys, tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be, listen, I'm going to head off for today, all right?
Great.
I'm going to head off for today, but I need you all to tune in tomorrow.
So did she just basically re-upload her stream minus weird editing down of stuff, like the actual video that she plays? And the first hour of her stream that's just watching other people's stuff. Isn't it crazy that your whole entire job is to work for 4 hours a day and then she just doesn't do anything for an entire, she just steals content for an hour of it? Is that crazy? But she'll probably be like, oh, they gave me permission because they're big fans of Hasan. Okay, cool.
It is going to be quite the Sunday fun day. We got through all the difficult stuff today. So I think we're good. And again, I really wish I could talk to you guys more about some of the details in this, but I just can't right now.
Okay.
So judges famously love irrelevant information. Actually, I've spoken to so many judges. They tell me they love it when you waste their time. It's really good when you do that. That's their favorite activity. It's like
I've spoken to so many judges. It's the most Donald Trump coded thing I've ever heard in my entire fucking life.
Their time being wasted. I mean, they just sit there and do nothing for most of the time. So they love it. They love it when you waste their time. And you should always do that. Don't do that. For the love of God, don't do that. That's like the easiest way to get a judge to hate you forever.
Maybe hopefully he just uses a different judge then, huh?
But that's because Ethan Klein expects and wants us to settle, and he doesn't want to take this to court, and he wants us to spend as much money as possible having to read this stuff, this like drivel. So there's a lot in here. There's a lot I can't talk about, but there's a lot that I can talk about, which will be exciting. So tomorrow, we have a big fun stream, and then once we're done with the lawsuit, we'll do some fun variety content, and then I won't be talking about it for a little bit as as I pursue legal action and all this other stuff. Then why did you delete your VOD? Listen, I'm going to say this once, so I need you... No! Listen, I'm going to say this once, so I need you to listen, okay?
Okay.
I need you to listen as hard as you can, all right? Listen as hard as you can. You got it? You can do it, all right? Twitch auto-deletes VODs after 60 days. But luckily, I actually saved that highlight.
My understanding is that her and the other two purged a lot of their shit. Or at least her and Frogan, so this is ridiculous. I'm pretty sure she purged stuff way long ago, too. Like, didn't she purge the stream where she was signal boosting the disinformation about Ethan's kids?
So it's actually up right here. 3 hours and 52 minutes of glorious React content to the content nuke.
When did she make this video? I'm just curious. Her wording is just weird.
Luckily, I actually saved that highlight.
Why?
You got it? You can do it? All right. Twitch auto-deletes VODs after 60 days. But luckily, I actually saved that highlight.
The wording is just so weird to me. Because she goes on and on and on about how it's like, she doesn't post her content to YouTube or whatever, and it's different because Twitch is different and blah, 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 blah. Then she says, like, this is supposedly just a fan channel she has no connection to that posts this. Okay, but then why did she luckily save that VOD? And the reason is because I almost guarantee you that she worked with whatever fan channel that she had to have it made. It's a fan channel, but she actually just gives her fan or whatever the content for them to re-upload because she has like active involvement in this supposed fan channel. Like there's no but they play this weird game where it's like, oh no, these are just fan channels. It's not really me. It's some random person uploads it. It's not me. Like what the fuck? I just don't believe her when she says that.
So it's actually up right here. 3 hours and 52 minutes of glorious React content to the content nuke. And if you'd like to watch it, here you go. I'll post it in chat right now. Share, copy to clipboard. It's right here. All of it in its entirety. Before I start watching,
hit by. Oh shit.
Right before I start watching, all the way till I'm done watching. All right, buddy? It's all right there. I can't do anything about Twitch automatically deleting VODs after 60 days. Sorry. The VOD that showed what I did before that, before watching the broadcast, before watching, the content nuke, that doesn't exist, but this exists. So actually the entirety of my reaction is not deleted. I saved it. So.
But why save it though? Unless you had intentions to have it uploaded somewhere. I just feel like this makes her look like very suspicious. It kind of just like validates my thought on this whole thing.
Please, by all means, enjoy. Tell me what you think of the extra 2 hours and change that I added to it. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be it for today, everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Tomorrow, we will cover the legal document, and I'll go over all of the parts that I think are really funny. Again, I wish I could talk more about all of the legal actions that we're considering and how everything is unfolding, but I just can't right now. I also want to say thank you for the fact that we've raised over $15,000, almost $16,000. I really, really appreciate it. I want to do like an ongoing fundraising effort, and maybe we can do some fundraising stream or something where, I don't know, maybe we'll have special guests on, or maybe we can do something fun. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. We'll maybe we can come up with something exciting to do.
Yeah, that'd be great for the next time I never watch you again.
So yeah, I'm
something exciting would be fun.
Very excited to talk about stuff. I'm very excited to go over all this stuff. It'll be really fun. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. I will see all of you wonderful people tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.
Okay, I guess it's just going to abruptly end there. That's cool. Great video, Denims. Really appreciate that. Really wish my fucking sword stance would change, but we can't really do that, so... There we go. Holy fuck. Got him.